We all have a story, we all have a tale. Well, there's a place I've come to know well, led by a man named Sty. He's full of stories, he is quite a guy. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy. If you're feeling lonely, come and make a friend. If you need a story, on Sty you can depend. His voice is soothing like a lullaby. Sometimes he brings a tear to my eye. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite a guy.
Hey, it's Thursday night. We're around the campfire. Whoa. Hey, we got a small group starting out tonight. There's 9 in the house right now. Who we got going on over here in the chat? Well, we had Crazy Ann said, hey, stay right from the get-go. She's down in the basement tonight. She won't stay there. We'll bring her up. And we've got Chowser out, but Fox at Outdoors. Chowser, he'll be back. He popped in, said, hello all. I shall return. You know, hi, I'm not here. And we've got El Barlow. Good to see ya. Who else we got hanging out in here? Running Water. There's Running Water. He was down in the basement for a while, but he's driving right now. He shouldn't be live streaming while he's driving the truck. Listening is one thing, but participating is another. And then we got Samantha Lee's Originals. Oh, yes. And she's down in the basement with Crazy Ann, trying to keep Ann under control. She's not having a lot of luck. That's Ann's down there. What? Me? Oh, I'm innocent. Oh, yeah, shake it. Hey, wash those hands. Oh, if you could only see in the basement. Hey, we got Teresa Laguerra. Oh, Teresa, hi, sweetie. We've got Kimberly Ferris. Hello. Great. The Hunt for Heat. Great to see you. Cindy, I suspect. And we got Eric Pollock. Awesome. And Computer Chick. There she is. Ann's never innocent. Yeah, well, you know. The okay, I'm gonna bring these two gals in as they showed up. Oh, hi, Lizzie Ann. Good to see you, girl. Look there. There's Samantha. She was Running Water, he popped right up as soon as I posted. And heck, he's my kid. I can talk to him anytime, you know. And then Sam jumped in the basement, and I was just like, and I told him, you better behave. I pulled Sam up, you know. And of course, he don't behave. He tells me, he says, well, you didn't tell me how to behave. You just told me to go ahead and behave. So, yeah, oops, my fault. And then, of course, this rounds off the team really quick. There she is. There's Crazy Ann.
Hello.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa, holy, yeah. Whoa, whoa. I'm
Wait,
glad I wasn't wearing headphones,
Yeah.
man. man.
Boy wears those. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm innocent.
I mean, my gosh, that would have given me a nosebleed. Hey, Hollerhound, good to see ya. Can't stay long. Wanted to say hello. Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. It's great.
I
People are starting
I guess I
to
have to
pile
put this
in.
on. Samantha can be satisfied.
Yeah, wear that right
I like
hat.
it when I put my hat on. Just a hat, nothing else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or maybe this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You were showing off those new COVID masks to me earlier. I told her, I said, yeah, can I wear one of your COVID masks?
Oh.
Hey,
Come on.
Oji-san, good to see you there, Jimmy.
Hey, what is that? Hey, Spicy Dizzy.
Nice and easy. Great to see you.
Hey, Humphrey. Nice.
Awesome.
I'm innocent as well. Yeah, you are, Teresa. We both are.
You folks kind of have to, I don't know. Yeah, this is just like a pre-warning. We don't know how things are going to go in any stream at any
It's
time.
going south.
But
or north.
I tell you what, for the last 2 days I've been absent on YouTube and Facebook because I was suffering from a severe migraine for 2 days. Well, I came back. Yeah, I came back this morning just fine. And yeah, and
Well, Oji-san, blame him.
Oji-san, put
see
them
that?
bloomers up.
Yes.
That pull those bloomers up.
See how happy Samantha is. See the big smile.
Yeah. We had what I was trying to get to is I don't know. We're in kind of a goofy mood tonight, everybody here. I had a long 4-hour chat, 4-hour plus chat with these gals today, and we were laughing. I mean,
it was a nice chat.
we had our down moments and talked about serious things, and then you know how it is when you're spilling your guts about all the troubles in the world, and then all of a sudden one person says the right thing, and off you go. And the rest of the afternoon was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, and
Yeah.
I did tell them that you're trying to get this out of our system.
Nope.
I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked.
Not
Hey,
with this.
JDS, good to see you.
Not with
We
this
know what's
person.
going south, and we're going to end up talking about food. Oh, I'm sure that's going to come. Did you get one of those little squares from Phil, Sty? No.
Did you see it? No, you haven't seen that yet. You haven't seen it. Yeah, you have to watch that stream from last night. Hey, Freeman. You definitely
Freeman.
have to watch that. Yeah. If Phil will come up, maybe tell it later. Maybe.
Yeah, fill me in so that I don't end up spending half the night tonight trying to find out what you guys are tempting me with. Yeah, what?
Just like he took like a not. It was not a gummy bears, but it was something his son had in the fridge, and you maybe can.
Oh.
And yeah.
Oh.
He had a little trip.
Hey, NJ Lon. There's Nick. The
A little
yeah,
trip.
I tell you what, things from Phil kind of make me nervous.
Why?
I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm going to the store tomorrow, and they've got buttermilk pie at our store. I'm going to get me a buttermilk pie, and I'm going to have buttermilk pie and buttermilk Sunday night after the Sty story. I'm going to sit here and eat buttermilk pie and drink buttermilk in front of Phil. Yeah.
DDS, you can't post anything because you are not blue in there, and Sty doesn't post so much. Other than super chats, he don't post any links. Maybe Samantha sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I never put the link out in the chat.
Yeah, not a link. He's uploading a video, and he was wondering
Oh.
if he could put it in here.
Who was?
JDS Canuck, that guy that like the blue eyes, you know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Somebody. Oh,
Oh,
now he goes with. Yeah.
hey Nick, what the fuck?
That's cool.
That's him all over.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, shit, I better quit doing that. It's nerving my goddamn neck because I'm playing around with Mike on there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
He's like, how you doing?
I feel a little blue today.
Oh yeah, do you?
Matches my shirt.
I'm blue.
I was gonna say you seen those special COVID masks of Ann's and you've been holding your breath for one.
Oh, my boobs is hot. Oh, that was.
Your boobs are hot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say, heck, if you waited another 10 minutes, somebody over in the chat would have said that. But
Samantha's like, hey,
I like the eyes. Those are cute.
oh, hey, honey. Mm. So is that the
flirty.
book that I used before, or is it something else?
What are you gonna do?
I'm lost now. Sorry. Not so bad that sounder either.
That's my shenanigans for today.
That's it.
Yeah. Don't stop there.
Yeah. Why stop there?
I do have something to show you guys. Check this out. Check this out. Ready?
Mike, that's priceless.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think those are the type of underwear I wore when I was like 10, dude. Like,
I got them in the mail today. Fuck's sake, I got 3 things here.
Show them that
The little
that blue one.
flowers.
Show the blue one. Now
those ones are really cute.
Are they crotchless?
that's
Oh,
well, they might well be. Holy God, you couldn't even catch fish in that thing. It's got so many holes in it. But it's the turquoise one. Show that.
Oh, the turquoise one?
Yeah, yeah. My grandma had a pair of those.
Yeah. Oh, I get those in the mail. Fuck's sake, I got 3 every month, you know.
Yeah. Panty of the Month Club. And I know where they're getting them panties
I
from.
never
The
know
nursing
what
home.
I get. I never know what I get. And
They're going, hey,
if I don't
any
go
old ladies dying in your nursing home this week that have new panties in their dresser, we got to send them out for the Panty of the Month Club.
I like this one when you can see the crack.
Oh, yeah,
Spice
yeah.
and easy.
Yeah, those would really crack you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Mike, what was you showing?
It don't matter now.
Aw.
I'm getting better, Lillian. All
Hey,
right,
Odie, you want to come up?
ready? 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Rocket League, he's practicing.
No, I ain't even played it yet. I just downloaded it.
You got it
Oh,
loaded,
you haven't
right?
even played it yet, huh?
No,
Oh, so are we playing after this?
I just wanted to show you that it was on there.
Oh,
Well, you-
I don't think I dare. That might trigger my migraines back. I'd start yelling and screaming and twisting my head. I could see it. I'd be wrecked for a month after playing a game of that tonight. Oh, here. All right, ladies, cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Oh, fuck. What now? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, Samantha. Right, Sty. Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, mate. You should have kept that mask on. We didn't have to see you. Look, you bloody fat head.
Hey, Mike, get your ass back up, or you fucking moron.
I can fix shit. Let's see here. How can I fix this? I can just do it simple this way. And
Oh yeah,
well,
it was that he was using. Okay. Oh, you want me under you? Really?
there we go. There we go.
And
Yeah.
I got Mike on top of me.
I forgot
What's the matter,
that
mate?
I
Your
can.
feelings.
I forgot
That's
I
not
could
me.
drag and place people so that
Oh,
spread
I'm sweating.
out. That's
You make me hot. I'm sweating here.
Oh jeez. What? OG Tongue's making you hot.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at his face. Ooh, me.
Damn.
How are you doing?
God.
Hey.
It'd be even better if he knew that he was, That's-
I really sweat her. It's running.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Boiler Shark.
Hey Chuck.
I came in one and was waving her bloomers. Okay. Took me this long to type hello. You can just send them to you, Boiler Shark.
Hey Chowser. Welcome back.
Oh God.
What the hell my hair is doing?
Oh, your
I
head
think
is.
that's the best picture of Nick Jones I ever seen. That's
That's what I look like in the hot tub.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Then I pass.
Hey, Fox.
Oh,
Hey, Foxy.
Hey me Dibble.
At least I put
Put
Anne
Ann as far away as possible.
Fuck you,
Well, I'll
Sty.
tell you what. If she takes that lower corner, I take this top corner. It should go pretty good tonight. Yep. It's kind of like tag team wrestling here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the team you got down there, and versus the team I got up here. I got the best team in the town here. Yep.
Bullshit.
Oh, look at Mike's having a great old time
Oh, we don't have to look at his fat head.
green screen.
You have to like have a green screen behind you, Mike.
He's able to put up walls when he wants.
Well, if you take blue screen, I think you can show your head because you got blue sweater.
What you
Yeah, his head and his arms would show.
Okay, hang on.
Oh no!
You're right, I'll do.
Wait a minute. What's with the penis?
I'm.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. You don't get that shit for free often.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, there's Phil.
Yeah, he
Look at
coming.
all
Phil.
the beautiful people. Son of a bitch, boy, put your glasses on.
Oh, drive safe, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful on the road, buddy.
I'm hot.
Is it bad? Some of the protesters sent a coffin full of dirt and cow manure to the police department.
And just
asked
New
them-
York.
And all I could think of was, man, that would be good for my compost pile. There you go. You should have called up the local press and told them, no, have them drop that sucker off and put a bunch of Trump signs in your front yard. They'll drop one of those coffins full of cow shit in your front yard. And you could just plant whatever you want right in the box, a raised garden. Yeah.
What are you sulking for, Mike?
shut the fuck up?
It's because some of us have to work for a living.
Ugh. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go get my camera out of the yard.
Your camera out of the yard.
Yeah, I'm doing a big time lapse of the sunset, so I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now that we know that, yeah. I thought maybe he's filming. The neighbor lady's still out there sunbathing today. And he ain't worried about it because she's 87 and she can't see where the shit. So she don't know he's got the camera set up over the hedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cindy. You could probably get quite a few pepper plants in that casket. Yeah. Yep. So, Mike, you've been busy, I bet, eh?
No.
No?
With all the wires?
Yeah, I've been busy today. I did all them wires. I got them all done.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, were you stripping wire today?
No, sorting it out.
Oh, sorting it.
Because I just take it and throw it in barrels, but it's all different grades, so I had to sit there and
Sure.
Because the price is like super high right now, so I'll probably get rid of it.
Oh, not even spend the time stripping.
No, this is all like computer wire. You know, it's real thin stuff. I have
Oh,
an electric
okay.
stripper, but it's just a pain to strip that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but when it goes from 35 cents a pound to 63 cents a pound, it's time to get rid of it.
Yep, just like the stock market, eh?
I got about 500 pounds of it.
Ooh,
I know.
yeah. Yeah, worth it to move, yeah.
Yeah.
How long did that take to sort out?
What'd she say?
I was being nice. Well, fuck you then.
I didn't hear what she said. Now she's all up in arms. She's all worked up now.
I love it, Mike. You bring the best of Nick out.
Is there a best of Nick?
Yeah, that's it. Did you miss it?
What?
That's the best of Nick. Did you miss it?
Here, Nick, you want a cupcake? I'll give you a cupcake, Nick.
Oh, that's one of those orange ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them sons of bitches. I eat a whole box.
Yeah,
Oh,
Here.
I wouldn't have jack shit what's been in your hands.
get that off of my ice cream cone.
I'll get you
This guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel much better now. 'Cause I was nervous. I was nervous for that. I was nervous for that. For that stretch I was offline, and when I checked the post office today, I'm going, "Oh, thank God, there ain't some sticky, wet envelope in there."
Sneaky and wet, that is what I heard. Yeah.
But look at that. I threw that cupcake and it stayed all on the. I lost a little off the
That's
corner.
it.
Where'd that go?
Yeah, I tell you what, them cupcakes, they like to stay stuck to that little cardboard piece of shit there.
I don't know where the other piece went. Ants will find it.
Yeah.
They gotta eat too.
So what was that
Thanks,
big
Teresa.
4-hour conversation about that we all missed?
Flying cupcake.
Oh, our conversation today?
Oh, that
It
one.
was about 4.5 hours long. It was. I think the girls will agree with me. It was. The last half of it was quite short.
Yeah, you can put it down that way. But it could be long.
Hey.
It was short and long.
Yeah, that was the short and long of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only 7:30 in the evening here, and I try to stick to a rule that if I don't hit that 10 o'clock mark, certain topics I just don't want to go down that dang road. So Anne, don't try to. Yeah, don't
I was
make.
about to say it. Then you
don't-
should wait to put me up here if you don't want it to go south.
Don't make me get short with you.
How you will love to get short.
Oh, it's terrible. Hey, Joey, good to see ya.
Joey!
Oh, hey, I need to know what color shirt you want and the size. I got your address. I got your number. I know where the hell you are. I just need the shirt color and size. I sent you that nice video. You get to pick what shirt number you want and tell me the size. He didn't watch it because it ain't fun. It's not fun, so I'm not going to watch it. It's not fun. I got other things to do. Hell,
I
sit
get-
there and recycle a couple of motherboards or something while you watch it and pick your T-shirt.
2XL and a blue one, I guess.
I'll be right back. I'll go watch it.
Oh, Jesus. Not now.
Well, he's still here, you know. He didn't leave.
Yeah, he's still there. I'm getting the watch time off of it at least, you know. That's,
Hey, Joe.
oh, shit. I'm going to get a pen and pen.
No, I think
paper
Mike's
ready.
in a bad mood. It must be that time of month.
He's not in bad mood. He's pretty good mood.
He's been feeling under the weather.
A bigger person
Yeah.
would joke about others' shortcomings.
Now you saw it, yeah.
We are not talking about shortcomings tonight. No, we're not going back down that road. Not
Thank
publicly.
God. Whew.
Why not? Huh?
Why not? Watch,
Hey, Joe.
watch the numbers of my subscribers drop dramatically.
It
If I
will go up
prove to
500.
you,
if you
I
go
could
for
prove
that.
to you why not.
You will get people in there.
I would lose a bunch of my
You will get
beloved
short and long.
followers, and I would gain
Followers.
a bunch of followers that I don't want hanging around the shack.
You will be very popular.
Would I?
Yeah.
Would I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you troublemaker.
Yeah. I'm not proud of it.
Stevie Christmas.
Yeah, look at that smile up there. You see? I put a smile on your face. So, what else is new? Everybody's quiet now.
I know.
Yeah, everybody's quiet. What the hell?
Can we talk about
you don't need
Fort
me
Lauderdale?
for everything. Come on.
That's 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I ain't got time for all that. That's half of it, though.
How long was it?
It's 3 minutes and 17 seconds.
Well, you might want that very last shirt, you know.
Can I donate my shirt?
To who?
That doesn't answer the question. Yes or no? You know what, Sty?
If it's extra large or smaller.
I'm gonna bust you in the head with one of these frying pans.
Oh shit, those frying pans are awful nice. Yes, you can do.
Hey,
you know,
Sam, duck.
Sam, duck.
Throw it right through her screen.
You're gonna beam me with a frying pan.
Damn,
Is that one of the ones you cleaned up, Mike?
I didn't clean them up. So I can clean them up. I ain't gonna do the job for him. I'm giving him the damn shit. I ain't gonna do the work.
There's some frying pans for you.
There you go.
I don't allow those in my house.
that
I don't
one
want
there is to keep
marshmallow
Nick in
and
line.
It's one of those.
That one there is to keep Nick in line. Yeah. Yeah. We'll always make sure that we're well armed.
Maybe I'll just take these and hang them back there on the wall.
You
And
wouldn't
put a sign
believe,
there, what
you know-
Sty could have had.
you know, those are they're modern. They're fairly modern pans. They are new. Yeah, he showed them to me when he found them, and I just, holy God, man!
That's the
And,
only thing wrong with them. They just got a little rust on the handles, and it's just
That's-
it's like surface rust.
yeah.
You can wipe it off.
I can actually clean those up with like a Shore Girl pad and a somewhat coarse steel wool, and
kind of girl?
re-season them. And the re-seasoning actually to me is the hardest part. A lot of people say, "Oh no, getting that rust off is such a bummer." If I have to, I'll put the damn wire wheel on my drill and don't take
Yeah, I
long.
was gonna do that, but then I thought about it. I said, you know what? It'll give him something to do.
and give him something to do. What? You don't think I have anything?
He's in his apartment and.
Oh shit! If I do that in here, am I gonna catch hell?
Yeah.
The last time I seasoned cast iron in this apartment, there's only twice now that I've set off the smoke detector.
Oh,
Yeah. Once was when I started a hand drill fire in the living room here. I just practicing, and I got an ember, and I got so excited I tapped it out, put it in a bird's nest.
Shit.
Is that where you were?
It's burning, and I'm going, oh fuck! I don't even have a pan or anything to throw this on bitch in. So I'm in a panic. I put it on. I had a notebook laying over here. I threw it on that paper notebook, and I'm running like hell to the kitchen. Get about halfway to the kitchen, it wasn't the isolated fire alarm just for my apartment. It set the whole fucking building on.
Oh,
The
shit.
whole building. I got that some bitch in the sink, got the fire out and everything. And I'm like, oh shit. And I opened my windows, turned fans blowing out the windows. And then I heard it. Here come the sirens. And oh, son of a bitch, run like hell downstairs. Took the elevator. Everybody's yelling at me out in the hallway. You're not supposed to take the elevator. Fuck off. I got in the elevator. I got to be the first one down there. I got out to the parking lot, flagged down the pumper truck as it's pulling in, and the chief, our local fire chief's driving, and the whole fire crew knows me personally. And flag them down. I go, false alarm, false alarm. And they're going, oh shit. If he's saying it's false alarm, it's false alarm. He spent 15 years on the fire department. If he says it's a false alarm, it's false. And then the question came up, why is it a false alarm? Well, I had something in the oven and I forgot about it, and it just kind of set my detector off. They said, no, your local apartment detector would have gone off. I said, well, it was pretty damn smoky, and it set the one in the hall off, which set the whole building off, and oh fuck, I just barely squeezed out of that. Now my luck, there's one of my people in this building that there's 80 other tenants in this building that's watching tonight. They lurk over here and watch me, and then I'll go out for a smoke or something, and they'll go, you know what you were saying last night about this place, about this apartment? Oh shit, you were watching. Yeah. Oh well. The second time was when I was seasoning cast iron. Now, that's a real bitch. All of a sudden, I start smelling it in here. And it does get smoky at times, but I was prepared. So I had the windows open and the fans going. And I thought, if there is any smoke, it'll blow it out. Oh, no. It's the acidity, the acidic smell sets that damn alarm off. Holy shit, set that damn alarm off. And here it is going through the whole building again. This time, my cell phone was right where it's right there. I got it. 911. And call them back to the garage. It's a false alarm. It's from my apartment. Blah blah blah. So I could hear the sirens about 6 blocks away on their way here, and then they quit, and they never showed up. So they got the call. They didn't have to get all the way here. And
it's your survivor man again.
He did threaten me, though. He said, next time we make it all the way to the scene, guess what? That's $1,800 fire call bill you're going to be paying. Ew. Yeah. So I don't do.
They do that here because my neighbor next door, his wife, she always falls. So instead of calling me, he'll call the fire department, which is only a block away. And I told him, I said, you know how much that costs for them to come up here and pick your fat ass wife up off the floor? I said, I want to get charged you $50. They're going to charge you, $1,000.
Hey, Jedzia. Yeah. I mean, my sister, she was a big girl. I did a Sty story about using one of her dresses when I was a kid for a teepee. That's how big of a girl she was. I get a phone call. And I go, and it's from her. They were up visiting, and they're staying at a country inn and suite, right? Inn and suite, and a country inn. And she's on the phone. She says, I'm so embarrassed to call you, but she said, can you help me out? I said, why? you're there with your husband and 2 of your kids. I said, we got you a nice big double room, everything. What the hell could be wrong? She goes, I fell down and I can't get up. And I said, well, your husband's fat ass is there. I shouldn't have said that. It's not nice because the guy weighed about, well, I think he capped out at 608 pounds.
God dang.
That's when he was his heaviest. He's really light now. He's down to 385 pounds. And so I picture him as a real lightweight now. And his health wasn't the best. And she said, he can't help me and the kids aren't strong enough. And I said, well, God almighty, I'll be right there. So I drive to that motel. I go get in there, run down the hall and pound on their door. And one of the kids opened the door and said, she's in the bathroom. I said, oh, gee, she fell down in the damn bathroom. I get in the bathroom. Well, the toilet was about 2 feet away from the wall. And here she is with a butt that's about 4 feet in between the toilet and the wall on the floor. I'm like, this ain't going to work, man. I don't know how the hell we're going to get your ass out of there. I knew there was no way I could get her like under the arms and lift her up. There's no, I ain't pressing no 400 pounds. That ain't happening. And so I just grabbed her by one ankle and I said, hang on. And I started yanking. She's screaming, you're going to dislocate my hip. You're going to kill me. And I told her, I said, grab on to me. And got her hands. And I got a foot up against the toilet and one planted up against the wall. And I just started yanking. I thought, I'll just pull until her or the toilet give up. None of it was moving. And I said, I got it figured out. And she goes, who are you calling? And I go, shh, quiet. I go, yes. We need an ambulance and the fire department over here at the Country Inn and Suites. Room number says, and they said, for what? And I said, you might need a crane too. I said, my sister got her fat ass caught between the toilet and the wall and can't get out. That fire crew must have done that shit before. They come running in there. Who do they have with them? I don't remember the company anymore, but I saw his patch and then the back of his jacket. It's a plumber. They brought a plumber with them. He just dives right in there and he undoes the toilet and pulls it out and they get her out. But yeah. And I told her, I said, I tried everything. They were pissed off. A month later, they're going, do you know what they charged us for that call? I said, I tried saving you that money, I said, we did our best, but some things we just cannot do, That's why they have a fire department, and EMS, and plumbers. And that's like when I broke my ankle last summer. I figured if I yell loud enough, long enough, the one other camper in that big ass campground way on the other end would eventually have heard me. Yeah. But I thought, no, because they'll call an ambulance and all that shit, and then I'll end up paying for stuff that I just don't need to pay for. So crawl your ass into camp and nurse yourself along, and got out the next day all by myself, was able to drive out of there and go to the doctor. But
yeah, as long as they don't call a helicopter in on you, that's like 20 grand.
Don't do that. No. They wanted to life flight my ass from here in Ashland, Wisconsin to Duluth, Minnesota. And I said, you're not life flight me when it's only an hour away. I said, you put me in a wagon, drive me up there. You're not, no helicopter. They come back in the room. They said, well, you're in luck because they can't fly you into Duluth. They don't have room for you up there. And then I could hear outside the emergency room. Thump, 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 thump. I go, oh, you did not call them, did you? Well, they're here. And I go, no. I said, but I thought you said Duluth can't take me. And they said, right, they can't. So we're sending you to Marshfield. I go, no! Jesus Christ, that's an extra $5,000 on top of the $11,000 it would have cost me to go to Duluth. 15,000, well, 16, there's 15,400 and something to fly my ass about an hour and a half away. And I get down there and they do all their shit and tests and everything. And they said, after everything was done, they're going, do you have somebody that can give you a ride home? And I said, yeah, if they got a little bit front end notice. And they said, well, they can come and get you anytime they want. Yeah, we're going to release you. What? That was a goddamn $16,000 joyride. What in the hell? No.
Well,
If you can avoid life flight, avoid it. Yeah. Yeah, they said that they came right out and told me, they said, if we dispatch them and they get off the pad, that's $5,000 right now. Even if we can call them off and tell them, and they're not even actually en route, and all they gotta do is set it back on the pad, that's $5,000. To fire up that machine, get the crew on it, and get it off the ground, cost you $5,000.
Yeah. Why in the hell should anybody ever have to worry about that?
I mean, right. That's, I can see it if somebody called in a life flight, they got there and found out, look at this guy. He skinned his knee. He's not even hurt. You can walk out of here. No, you're paying for our flight because it was an unnecessary call. But if it's a true emergency like that, yeah, I would agree. Some things people should not be stuck with the bill. Our society could be a little bigger than that,
They know you ain't going to pay it most of the time anyways.
Yeah, except with me.
Yeah, you paid it all off, didn't you?
Well, I paid $250,000 off, and it was all my life savings and my retirement. I paid them $257,000, left me about $6,000 in the bank. I withdrew all my retirement savings, everything, paid the tax penalties, everything, and had $257,000 plus the $6,000 in my personal account. I paid down to $257,000, and I still owe them. Well, at the last count, it's still $67,000. So, will they get that out of me? $167 a month. That was the lowest the sons of bitches would go. I couldn't get them to. I told them, oh, we're so close to $150 a month. Come on, round it off. 167. Go down to 150. No. They said, you son of a bitch, we had you. When we first approached you, we wanted $2,000 a month. And I said, yeah. And I told you, sue me.
Yeah.
Sue me. Go ahead. Yes, Your Honor. I totally agree. I owe the debt. One thing you should know, Your Honor, I ain't paying it. Yeah. We don't have poor farms. You can't put me in a poor farm. No piss on you. But I said I will negotiate so that they get some money out of me. Maybe I'll live long enough they'll get close to having it paid off. And when we got it down to 167, boy, I tell you what, that collection outfit was really pissed that they even went that low. And when I said round it off to 150 and we got a deal, oh, they wouldn't go there. They just would not go to 150, them bastards. So I signed off on the 167. I can live with that. Emergency. See, I wouldn't mind that here in the U.S. See, I'm one where if they were to offer catastrophic insurance, where I could purchase catastrophic insurance for, say, even if it cost me $25-50 a month for catastrophic, then if something major like that were to happen,
Yeah.
then cover it for me, okay? Because there's no other way I could cover it. If something like that happened now today, oh yeah, I'm shit out of luck. And you know you're going to get what you don't pay for. You know, they treat you like gold when they know they aren't getting paid. And as far as general health care, the clinic that I go to is awesome clinic. I mean, the medical staff are awesome. Their administrative staff are a bunch of clowns. But they worked out a deal with me. They were really nailing me $300 just for a 10-minute tele exam. You know, you go on Zoom with your doctor, and yeah, it was fun though. The Zoom physical, that was kind of fun. The look on my doctor's face when I stood up, and she goes, "This is exactly what," because I was sitting right here at this studio, and I didn't have this background. Well, hell, I might as well show it to you the way it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, take me a second to do this. Okay, that's the way it looked. Okay, that's what she saw, and we're talking about my health and everything. And she said, and at the time I had this bad sore up here, and because I had cut myself on a tree branch and it wasn't healing well. And she says, "Get close to the camera," so I'm like, there it is, you know. And she goes, "Well, okay, you know, I want you to do this and that." And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "Okay." And I can see her. She's looking down at my chart and she's going, "Let's see, did we forget anything?" And I go, "Dr. Dreyer, I'm ready. If you want to wrap it up and we get the last thing done, yeah, you know, I'm ready." And all I did was this. She started screaming. "No, you don't! Don't you do that!" I said, "I thought I was supposed to get a procto this time." She goes, "We do not do digital procto exams." Well, for $300, I should get something out of it, you know. Yeah. And she said, "This is going to end up being kind of the new wave of medicine with all these shutdowns and shit. It's going to all be online stuff." I told her, I said, you know, once every 3 years, you want to do a head-to-toe exam. That's going to be interesting. That I'm going to connect. I'm recording the whole damn thing. It's going on Pornhub. Yeah. Damn right.
What?
It caught hands with them.
I heard porn.
Right up.
It's in my online physical, the Pornhub. Yeah.
Mike was looking up when I heard porn up as well. It wasn't just me.
He's like,
Yeah, they were both kind of
he's
screwing
thinking,
around.
"Hey, it works, Diane. It's good. I put one up there. It's got hundreds of thousands of views already."
Oh, no. There you go. He got a short way on it. It just click right there.
I heard a guy a few weeks back say that yeah. Asked him, "What are you looking at?" Because he's like this all the time. And I said, "What are you looking at?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm just lubing my Pornhub." What?
It's always right there in my little open tab. Yeah. Right there. Hey, boy. You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is where money turn is. Yeah. Picture of. Yeah.
And you know when he needs it when you start seeing those posts on Messenger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You never know.
Yeah, well,
Did you see my Facebook post I did today?
wasn't that?
I have to bury my sawzall tomorrow. I'm having a funeral.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh
Your
yeah,
sawzall?
I was cutting the furnace up and the sawzall said, "Ring." Blade didn't want to move anymore, so I threw it a couple times. It worked for a couple seconds, and that was it.
You're not going to scrap it out? I can't believe it.
I'm throwing it right in the trailer, right in the shred pile.
Oh man, there you go.
Or I might just dig a hole and bury it. I've had it for 12 years. I was kind of attached to it.
that
It served me
yeah,
well.
yeah.
that
And
is a
it's
buddy of
very-
mine. As a buddy of mine had a Milwaukee skill saw and it had to have been one of the first ones they built because the thing weighed about 35 pounds. You could hardly pick that big bitch up. And you'd fire that thing up and literally it had a recoil to it. You fire it up and you better be hanging on tight because that thing would just he had that thing for ages. I don't even know how many years he had that thing.
And
And
Ann's got something like that around her house.
I got what?
No, nothing.
something that's got some recoil, huh? I really like that. It's got recoil. Turn it on and it's like a
Hey, Bourbon Bounty.
16 horse McCulloch chainsaw.
I had the thing.
Hey,
Now,
Bonnie.
the problem is that came in a whole set. Like 12 years ago, I bought this.
Scrapping together. Hey.
Hey. So now I got to throw the rest of the shit away because it's not a matching set anymore.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
Everything else got to go now.
Oh my God, that's like saying, "Did you hear about old Bob down there? Yeah, he died. Yeah, we got to bury his wife and kids too. You know,
Well,
they're just not a whole set anymore."
Hey, Jody.
With
Sty,
old-
these two girls are bugging me.
What's that?
These two ladies are bugging me.
Are they?
Yeah, you
They
need to
can own
bring
you.
them check.
Oh, I think they'd look good in checks. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Hey,
I think they'd look good in
Bird.
checks. Yeah.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, right.
What?
You're not an angel.
Fix that sex swing and come over. I will show you angel.
You're not an angel.
Sty. Oh, I love to rock Sty too. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even try to keep Ann under control. She just
Oh, you can't do that, Sty. You can give up.
no. I'm not one that I don't like to give up, but
Sometimes you just have to.
sometimes it's just
Well,
yeah. The devil was an angel. Oh well, yeah. Yeah.
You know they're actually having a high school football game down here.
man. They cancel all of ours.
I'm shocked they are.
They had a high school hockey game here last month, and
It sounds like a lot of people down there too.
they ended up confirming 8 people that attended that were positive for COVID.
Mhm.
So everybody that was there is all running in to get tested, you know, and it was like, hockey game, really good deal, enclosed, tight, bleachered, little skating rink, and everybody's in there with.
At a certain point, we're just got to call it off this year. At a certain point, just be like, hey, we'll do it next year. You know, crap.
I had a couple guys out here last week bitching and hollering on Sunday afternoon. What a bunch of bullshit. We couldn't even watch it. You know, Yeah, it's just not right watching Packers game without any audience. There's nobody in the stands and this and that. I said, I thought the Packers game was pretty good. They whomped the hell out of the Lions, and they go, how can you call that pretty good? There was nobody in the stands. I said, I'd never watched the fucking game anyway. I listened to it on the radio. Always have.
I ain't watching the fans.
I'm always doing something else on the internet, listening to the game on the radio, and yeah, and the thing is it's only about 20% of the people that would be in those stands that don't hold lifetime tickets anyway. I mean, all the shareholders own almost every seat in the stadium. It's a bummer for a game, and so it don't matter if they fill the stands or not. Ticket sales are there. Lifetime members are paying that annual fee. They still got all their revenue. So for the Packers, it works. It really does. I told them guys, quit complaining. Think of these other teams, that they depend on every single ticket sale. They ain't getting nobody. They're playing out there for free. And that's it. I heard somebody say that about the receivers for the Vikings team. Yeah. It'll be another no-show at the Super Bowl for the Vikings. Because Minnesota Vikings receivers can't even catch COVID. How the hell are they supposed to catch a football?
Yeah. Me, Dibble, that's right. We could just change the calendars and just try 2020 again next year. Just call it off.
Let's hit the restart button.
Yeah. All you got to do is change the calendars. I mean, hell, a day's a day. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 20 years from now, who the hell's going to care anyhow?
Yeah.
Right?
They're all going to be laughing at us 100 years from now.
Well, you think YouTube's going to keep my channel up that long for people to laugh?
Hell yeah. We'll be on like some random Roku channel or something.
Pluto TV.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to watch it. Like kids will be like, "Oh my god, that's so old." I can't even get my kids to watch the A-Team or Dukes of Hazzard or anything anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my kids grew up on my era. Yeah, it was just being relived daily. So
there's a whole generation that's never even watched like Star Wars, any of them.
Yeah, isn't that really tells you. Yeah, it's turning the clock way back, ain't it? And I remember watching the very first presentation of Star Wars at the Cooper Theater, big curved screen, packed house, and we were just like, "Wow, that's pretty damn good." They got the effects going pretty good. That's wow.
I'm slowly but surely deciphering the conversation those three are having right here.
Hey, Kildare.
I think I got it.
Hey,
There you go,
Kildare.
Teresa. I like your idea. Put up the Christmas tree and just call it. Just be done with this year.
Yeah.
Let's just have New Year's now and try it again.
That's it. Hey, it's the 24th. Let's call it Christmas Eve. We'll have Christmas Day tomorrow, and then next week on the first we'll have New Year's, and we'll just keep New Year's going all the way until 2021. Just I think October 1st until January 1st would be a blast.
Well, I don't want to skip Halloween, so maybe the day after Halloween we'll just go right into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, we'll just take a break for Halloween.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll just squeeze it in the middle.
You squeeze it in. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like
she
a
wore it in somehow.
We got kind of a quiet evening tonight. 24 in the house. quiet evening. Quiet evening.
What
What are
24.
you doing?
Said it's like watching a murder mystery. I'm piecing together the clues over here.
Sam farted.
No way.
Yeah, right.
You didn't hear it?
Male in ballot.
I can smell it.
You're crazy.
No, you stink.
You're an ass.
Damn, girl. If we were married, I'd want a divorce. She wrinkled up my chest. Look at that.
Hey, Oracles and Beyond. Good to see ya.
Yeah, hey Dibble, I don't buy into any of that conspiracy theory stuff. We just need to be sensible and just call shit off this year and try it again next year. We'll be all right.
I'm feeling weak. Would somebody like to squeeze it for me?
Hey, Cass.
and she's running. Where's the line start? I want to be at the front of the line.
Try to type, Sty.
Yeah. You don't want to be short and in the center of the line, right?
No.
That's
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't accept that invite this afternoon.
You are?
you should have been there.
Maybe you
No.
will not go that way then.
Hey, William Simpson, it's good to see ya.
Here's the problem.
Oh.
Some people have to go out and work during the day. They can't sit on YouTube all day. They can't go to StreamYard and do private chats all day. Just saying.
Hey, I tell you, here's the thing, Mike. What you do is you set your ass in that chair, you turn it on, pull it up, and you sit there all day. I guarantee you can do it.
I don't
You
want
can
to.
do it. I didn't think I could do it, and I found out, yeah, especially with these two. That time flies by so fast. I look and I go, holy shit. Hey, I gotta let you guys go. I gotta stream in less than 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Start
came in
talking.
here. I came in here to eat lunch, and I actually was gonna. I better not, because I ain't shit done the rest of the day. And I didn't, but I got
Good.
shit done.
It's true. I was supposed to do some things and I never got to.
Me too. I was supposed to run into town, and I ain't been there.
Oh well.
Ain't been there yet.
They always come tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's always tomorrow, and then
We
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah. You gotta hope for tomorrow and yeah.
Good night, B Dibble.
Some of us have to get out of bed.
Bourbon room and sit. Well, I could go sit probably in the bourbon room. That wouldn't be a problem. But
yeah.
Jody's always sitting in the bourbon room.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Now we're gonna play Rocket League.
I'm about to take a couple heart pills before I start playing Rocket League with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh! I tell you, I keep my little bottle of nitro right at hand here when I'm playing Rocket League, just in case. That stinking Rocket League gets me all bent out of shape. Yeah.
Is it Rocket League or me?
Yeah. I would say you have a little influence in how I react.
Just a little bit.
But I don't know what that's an evil game. Don't let your kids play it. Don't let your kids play Rocket League.
And not with Sty. Yeah.
Go on,
It brings the shit and worst out of you. Oh,
go on Grand Theft Auto and just listen to kids in the lobby. 6, 7-year-old, you motherfucker! I'll fucking you.
Yeah.
Dude, you're 5 years old. What are you talking about? And they don't care.
Uh-huh.
I told the white kid, I'm gonna tell your mom she ain't home, motherfucker. I know because she's over here. I told my 6 she's at my house.
That's-
I go on there and I just rail them.
When I was managing properties, I had this old gal come in to the office, and she was telling the secretary, she said, "It's terrible out front of your place here." And she goes, "Why?" And she says, "There's some little kids out there, and oh, they got the nastiest mouths." And I went out there, and there's 4 kids. 3 of them are about 10 years old, and there's one little guy, he's 4 or 5 years old, just a little shit. And I walk out there and I go, hey, I've got a gal in here that says you people, you 4 are out here with a bunch of foul language. You take that crap home and talk like that to your mom and dad, see what happens to you. And that kid, I thought one of the boys, there were 2 boys and 2 girls. Well, the 2 boys, one was about a 10-year-old and the other was a 5-year-old. And the bigger boy, he looks at me like he's going to say something. And all of a sudden, that little shit, I mean, he barely came up past my knee, walks up to me, he says, "Listen, you old cocksucker," he says, "I go tell my dad you're giving me shit. He'll come down here and whoop you a new fucking ass." and he goes, "And he'll slap the shit out of that old cunt in your office, too." The kid's 5. And this is no shit. I'm pulling my sleeves up. I'm going to pound the hell out of you, foul-mouthed bastard. Because all my mind pictured was some big old drunk sailor. I got to straighten this guy's mouth out. And then I realized, quit rolling up your sleeves. That's a 5-year-old. You cannot knock his teeth out. That's not
You
good.
beat his ass too.
And I told him, I said, "I want to know where you live." He goes, "And what would you want with where I live?" I said, "I need to know what house you live in." And he told me, and I said, "I'm heading down there." And he goes, "And what are you going to do there?" I said, "I'm going to go down there and give your mom and dad 2 of the worst spankings they ever had." I said, "Because they need a grown-up spanking to have raised a devil like you."
I'm going to kick your daddy's ass, right?
That's it. I'm going to kick your daddy's ass. I can't blame the kid anymore. Oh, that was the foulest mouth little turd I ever met in my whole life. And he's proud of himself. Well, and then I caught him a couple of weeks later. We had a house that had burnt down. We excavated the place. Foundation was good, the full basement under the house. But we had cleaned everything out, the whole site. We're going to build a new house on that foundation. And I saw a bunch of bicycles in the yard at that site, at that construction site. Well, we had it all fenced off, so kids weren't supposed to be in there. And I come whipping in there with my truck. And all of a sudden I hear all these kids screaming. And I go running around the back of that foundation. Well, we had already put subfloor on top of we capped that foundation. Well, all you had were the open basement windows. And I see these kids just pouring out of that basement. They're all crawling out and running for the woods behind the house. And all of a sudden, I'd be lady. All of a sudden, all I see is this little head bobbing up and down in that window. "Get back here, you sons of bitches. Get back here." It's that nasty mouth little kid. And he's too short to get out on his own. And he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. I get over there and I go, "Come here, come here." He goes, "No, I ain't coming. You're going to beat the shit out of me." I said, "I should. Come here." And I reached in. I told him, "Grab on. I'll pull you out of there." Pull him out. Get him out. And I had him up against the foundation wall. And I said, "Don't you even try to run, you little shit. You'd be surprised how fast I can be." And I heard one of the kids in the woods go, "Oh, my God, he's got him." And he yells out just at the top of his lungs, screeching, "I'll get you, you sons of bitches." He goes, "Leave me behind." I told that kid, I said, "Who were them kids?" He says, "I'm not telling." He's holding on. I'm not telling you. And I said, "No, okay, you don't need to tell me, And I said, I know there was 7 other kids. If one of those bikes are yours, he goes, yeah, one is. And I said, I want to know who those other 7 kids are. And he says, I told you I'm not telling you. And I said, guess what? You get to keep your bike. You get to keep your bicycle. And I'm taking the other 7 bikes. I started throwing them in the back of my truck. And I said, if they want their bicycles, they're going to have to come to my office with their parents to get their bikes. And he goes, but I get to keep mine? I said, yeah. He picks his up and he's walking it towards the exit out of that construction site. Turns around, yells over his shoulders, he's taking your bikes, cocksuckers. And he just rides off down the street. I thought, man, he's going to be I tell you what, I bet you he's a crime boss right now. That little kid's tough as frickin' nails. Tough as nails. Yeah. So the thing is that was before anything like Grand Theft Auto or anything came out. And so I knew that kid learned all that crap at home. He wasn't learning off no video games. Everybody said, oh, those video games make kids nasty and mean and blah, blah, blah. I seen them nasty and mean way before the video games.
Yeah.
I swore you were going to end that story by saying, and that's how I met E-Waste Mike. And we've been friends ever since.
Oh, yeah, I got a story. In fact, that guy's name was Mike Babin.
Of course.
I hired him as a foreman for one of my cleanup crews. And I had 40 homes that had these super huge cast iron wood boilers in them. Each one of those houses had one of them big boilers in them. Scrap price for cast iron was really high at the time. We needed to put all new furnaces in those houses. So I got all brand new gas-fired boilers for them and blah, 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 high-efficiency jobs. And I told this Mike Babineau, I said, I want you to take your crew. You're to go to every one of those houses and you break apart those boilers because you got to bust them up, to get them out of the damn place. There was like 8 chambers on each one of them. They were just huge. And I said, you haul them all into the backyard at the machine shed and store them back there. And once we get them all out of the houses, I'll have a tractor trailer come in. We'll load it all up, haul it to scrapyard. And I asked him how long it's going to take you to get all them boilers out of them houses. He says, 2 weeks. With the other work we got to do, it'll be 2 weeks. I said, okay, you got 2 weeks. A week and a half into it, I went over to this Chicago Iron to talk to them about all of our scrap going to them. And I needed an accounting of what we had already delivered and been paid for versus what's still to come. Well, we're working on the paperwork, and he goes, you got 40 more boilers coming in? I go, yeah, we got 40 boilers that are coming in. He goes, on top of the 30 we already got? I go, from who? Well, from you guys. I said, no. I said, did you pay for those 30? Oh, yeah. I said, who'd you pay? Well, Mike Babineau guy. Guy in charge of removing the boilers. I said, and how did you pay him? In cash. I said, in cash. You paid my company through him in cash? I said, you poor dumb bastard, I'm suing you for all that money. I said, because nobody's authorized to accept anything from you other than a check unless it's me. I said, I'm the only person in the world that can get cash in behalf of my company. This guy, he's nervous as hell. I got receipts for every delivery. Here he had taken using his truck and his flatbed trailer. Was hauling 10 boilers at a time to this scrapyard. 3 trips down there. This guy gives me a receipt for each trip. I went, confronted this guy on the job site. He goes, "What?" I said, "What do you mean, what? You sold all those boilers at the scrapyard and took the cash." And he goes, "Well, we're going to use that cash. We're going to have a company party." I said, "It's too bad you ain't going to fucking be there." I said, "I hope the hell you can run. Get in that truck before I get my hands on you, son of a bitch." And oh God, I got all kinds of community uproar because I fired him. And I told him, I said, I didn't just fire him. I blacklisted him. I told every potential employer within 5 counties, anybody who hires him is a frickin' moron. He's a thief. And they said, "Well, you shouldn't be doing that to the guy. The guy's got to survive." I said, "Well, now he can learn how to be a real thief and go out on the street and rob people and then get his ass shot." I couldn't believe it. And he bragged. "Oh, I got the best price on cast iron you ever seen." That's what he's telling everybody out there in town. And I'm like, his name was Mike, and he got the best price you've ever seen. Oh, yeah, you laughing at him. You roll the dice. I'll steal your fucking boilers, and you'll be in one of them when I get rid of it, too. I'll have your car crushed, and you'll be in the driver's seat. No, E-Waste Mike would never do that. He wouldn't do that to anybody. At least that's what I believe. He could correct.
People believe what they want to believe.
That's really nice of you to think highly of me. That's good. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure. Blung, 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 blung. I hear all these.
Jekyll over here doing that shit.
Yeah, I hear all these Facebook notifications.
Yeah, and I'm not doing nothing.
None of mine are popping up. None of mine.
I don't have sound on mine.
So yeah, I know. They do this stuff on my streams,
So see, I don't know why Sam would send me something like that. I don't understand.
You sent that to me. You sent that to me, dude. Like,
I don't know what's wrong with her.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
I don't want to
I
know.
wish I was that.
I don't want to know
savvy.
either. Damn, I got it. Yeah,
I wish I was that clever, man. That's a funny one. I like that one. It's funny.
I know if I go out and buy roller skates tomorrow, I'm fucked. Get a pair. Have Ann send me a pair of those panties she got, and here I go.
I'll
That'd
tell
be
you what. You take a little finger full of peanut butter, rub them in those panties, and you put them on eBay. I bet you get $150, $200 a pair.
Woo! Man, she's thinking too. Look at her.
Right away, boy. She's pulling up her eBay account. Let's see.
Oh, Sam's not as innocent as you think, Metal.
No, he's not.
I got all the
crazy.
No.
Now, see what I mean? I ain't doing shit, and this is what they're sending me.
I didn't send that. That was that one.
That's just bullshit. But I have that same outfit, though.
I said something different to Samantha.
I don't know what I give up.
Dying right now.
Try to keep them on the straight and narrow on this. Yeah.
It ain't nearly impossible.
Damn internet.
Right. Who invented that shit?
Thank God they didn't have it when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
They were just coming up with this stupid AOL crap when I was starting to get into computers.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
With that lovely dial-up sound.
We used to just have to check under mattresses for our content.
Well, that's it. Is we had. It's just like websites. We had different hiding sites. If you wanted new information, you knew what shed and what corner behind what box. Yeah.
You had to make a freaking map.
That's yeah. You go in, find a new bunch of data, and then you'd have to download, and then you move on to the next database. Download there.
Download, yeah.
The metal music. Yeah, and no, that you notice I made us larger so it doesn't look like Sam's roasting on the open fire. Yeah, I did that smaller size. Yeah, Sam's right in the middle, getting cooked there.
Oh my God.
What the heck, eh? What the heck?
What the heck? What?
What the heck? What? I gotta play this as we got a quiet moment. I gotta play this. I gotta do it every stream. What are you eating?
Which one was it, Mike? Was that the chicken nugget one?
Man, I showed it 3 times, dude. Clean your glasses. Last time. Did you see it?
Nope. Nachos, the nastiest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddaughter bought it, so I have to eat it. Because she'll ask me tomorrow, did you eat it? Yeah, I ate it.
Yeah, I ate it.
Then she'll want to see the empty container and look in my poop to see if the nachos.
I was going to say she's going to want to see your next food. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I
She
know
got-
that
Grandkids
stuff
like
don't
the pizza
digest
one,
well.
but they just get that shit all over the place. It'd
Yeah,
be
I had
all over the damn house.
Yeah, I had the pizza one earlier. It's funny because my daughter works at a school. She runs like the office and all that crap. Well, with the virtual crap now, her boyfriend, he's been off since like end of May.
Oh, Shane.
Go ahead. Yeah, he's been off since like the end of May, so he went back to work midnights. So she can actually take my granddaughter to work with her because nobody's in the school building. So they get on a Zoom meeting today, and my granddaughter pops up on one of the computers in the school on the Zoom, and she's flicking all the different backgrounds. She's in a fish tank, and she's doing all that. They're all rolling, laughing. You know, they can't do nothing about it. Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
It's crazy. Like 5-year-olds are better at this than we are.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter even asked her, she's like, well, I don't even know how to do that. How'd you do it? She's like, go over here, you do this, you do this, you do this. Yeah, she's something when it comes to electronics.
That was my oldest grandson. And this is back when PlayStation came out with the PS1, the very first one. And one day, him and his mother were living with us. And one day, I'm just sitting in the kitchen having a cup of coffee, sitting at the table. And I hear doorbell. And I run down to the front door. And there's 3 teenage boys standing there. And I go, and what would you guys need? And they go, is Tevin home? Well, Tevin was 5. He was 5 years old at the time. And I said, what do you need with Tevin? He said that he could show us how to get through a certain part of such and such a game. I ended up with these 3 teenage boys sitting in my living room, enthralled while this 5-year-old showed them how, step by step, to get through a certain phase of one of the games.
Yep. That's
When
amazing.
those boys left, it was, you're the man, you're boss, you're on and on, to a 5-year-old. And out the door they went. And I looked at that kid and I go, hey, Tevin, I'm having some issues with my computer. Right away, my wife goes, leave that kid alone. I said, I just thought maybe he could help his grandpa. I mean, Jesus Christ, you should see that kid on PlayStation. I said, I bet you can fix my computer in about 5 minutes. Yeah,
It's amazing, these kids these days.
yeah, it is. Yeah, Shane, actually, I wish I could buy myself a hot dog right now. I'd be in a mood for a good
You know,
hot dog.
Schwanz has hot dogs.
Stop with the Schwans.
I didn't break it out yet.
I know. Don't bring it up either. Just, gee,
They give you all these damn nachos, and look what they give you. They give you this little bitch ass nacho. What the fuck you gonna do with that?
that's nacho regular nacho.
That's not. That's terrible. Metal Music said $149 for the hot dog. There you go. I'm gonna send you a hot dog with an ice cream sty. I can put it on the same envelope. Stop it, you two. I got messages. Hold on, I'll be back.
I'm not. I'm not.
Nuts. Crazy.
I'm
You guys are very disrespectful to Sty stream.
I'm not. No. Oh, here. Here. This is better than what I just saw. There he is.
Hey, Phil.
Phil.
I mean, that's a cap.
Oh, there you go. That looks good.
Hot dog.
Well, he said hot dog. I figured I had to come on here and at least tease him with the hot dog. And let him.
Oh, sure.
And
Oh, look at Samantha's face.
Why are you sending this shit?
Oh,
are you seeing the one she's sending me?
I don't know, but it's
Like
weird.
a little short clip.
It's a
Yeah.
short clip.
Hi, Phil.
Right.
no, Mike.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, buddy.
Good to see you.
How was your day, bud?
Hey, neighbor girl.
No.
Well, it was a good day today. I was a little stressed out this morning. The rest of the day went by just fine until about 6 o'clock. And it's actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I should say this is not a bad. I have someone who wants to come tomorrow and pick up a car because they work on Saturday and they're going up north on the weekend through next week. But tomorrow is supposed to be my day off. So now I'm meeting them at 11 o'clock in the morning to get that done and hopefully be done by noon or 1. And I can get home and I got a list of like 10 things I need to do. And it's like, we got to pre-buy our propane. I got to do some stuff for the pool so I can close it up on Sunday. I got 2 lawns. I got all this stuff I got to do. And I got to get salt for the softener. I got a list. And now half of the day's gone. And tomorrow morning they're coming to my house to inspect my furnace.
And you skipped the lawns earlier this week.
I skipped it last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. Shucks, eh?
What's up, everyone? I'm sorry I'm not Saying hi in
Hey,
the chat.
Dr. Smith, neighbor girl. Yeah.
Still stuck in my face.
You see what he said? He said this. He said, I have a list. This is a list, motherfucker.
I can write smaller than you.
Yeah, but you can't write right. Can't write right.
Hey, you stupid sons of bitches, I got a list. Give me this, I got a list.
I just noticed Nick was gone.
You just noticed?
He's been gone for an hour.
Oh,
Yes, yeah. I just noticed.
I did. I just noticed because these two distracting me.
What?
Got Jim Bob's hat.
All right.
He showed up without a hat.
Yeah.
Let me get and stop it.
Are you telling me?
Yeah.
I seen our
Gilbert.
buddy Nicholas got his license, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do they
he got
sell?
his
Do they
license.
sell?
Yeah. I loved all the comments on his post too. Oh, thanks for letting us know so we can stay off the roads.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting on there. Oh, really? I'm not driving anywhere now.
I'm calling him for a ride. I'm gonna be a Uber driver.
No, that's a cutie.
Yeah. I knew the kid would get it, no problem.
Yeah,
That-
he's a good kid, smart kid.
Shit, it took me like 3 tries to get mine when I was a teenager.
Shit, it was nothing when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they did it in high school. You took you took a few weeks or a couple weeks in summer. You did some road tests and drove around the high school parking lot, acted a fool for 2 weeks, and got your driver's license.
Well, I was out in California when I turned 16, and they make it so damn hard to get your driver's license. It's crazy.
Yeah, when you're running from the law, what do you expect?
When I turned 18, they took my driver's license away from me. I got pulled over for a stinking DUI, and they took my driver's license away from me. And I asked them
Hey, Bradley.
why are you taking it away from me? I haven't even had court yet or nothing. They said, we ran your record. And they said, you had your driver's license a week after your 15th birthday. They said, you can't get a license in Minnesota till you're 16. I said, well, I had my first fucking car when I was 13. Oops. Still haven't learned to shut my mouth. Then they checked with the DMV licensing, and they go, my God, he registered a car when he was 13 years old.
It's a Model A.
Oh, damn.
Poor dumb bastards.
Drop the mic.
Yeah. When I was 13, I had a 1963 Thunderbird.
Mm.
And cruising around town in that Thunderbird until I was in my late 15th year. I decided to upgrade and finally got rid of that car. I missed that car. That's the car at 15 years old. That's the car that I had. The windshield washer tank got cracked, so I couldn't have windshield washers, right? So I went to the local auto parts store and told them, can I get a windshield washer tank for a 1963 Thunderbird? Guy goes, that could be tough, and he's going through the books. He goes, you're in luck, buddy. We can get you one. I said, get me one. Get me a new one. So he calls me in a couple days, says, yeah, your windshield washer tank came in. So I run down, get out to my car, and I right away open the box, and I pull that tank out, and it's brand spanking new. And it's got the piece of rubber hose that runs up to your windshield washers on the firewall of your car. And I'm looking at that hose, and I'm thinking, I run back in, and I said, can I get 6 feet of that rubber hose? And they said, yeah. And so they snipped me off 6 feet of it. I went home, I installed that tank, ran that rubber hose I drilled a hole through the firewall of the T-Bird, and I ran that hose through, and it hung out just underneath the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
And I filled that tank full of vodka, and I could go to the drive-in theater,
Mm-hmm.
and all I had to do was hit the windshield washer, and I filled my glass right up. It was sweet. Oh, that was so slick. Yeah. Drinking
Mike,
and driving.
you're gonna
no
have to
open
show
bottle,
that, Mike.
no open container. I had a cop pull me over, and he says, "I can smell booze on you." I said, "No, sir. No, sir. No drinking here. Get out of the car." Searches the whole car. Can't find any open bottle anywhere. And they didn't have breathalyzer back then, so
Oh shit.
he had me do they had an abbreviated kind of sobriety test, and I passed that. He says, "Get out of here, but someday I'll catch you with open container." And I yelled out the window at him, "No, you won't." Well, I poured myself a drink. Yeah.
Just running straight vodka though, huh? Man.
Hey, Canoe Hound.
Hey, Dennis.
Saucy Shane and
Saucy
Bradley.
Shane.
Bradley.
Saucy Shane. And who?
Bradley.
Bradley. Hey, Bradley. Never got
Sam,
pulled
look
over,
up.
but I would steal my parents' cars and drive them all the time since I was 16, and asked me if I learned my lesson. The answer is hell no. Yeah. Well, that's it, is when they took my license away from me because they said I committed fraud against the Department of Motor Vehicles. They dropped the drunk driving thing. That was good. That was nice. But they were pretty suspicious of me. So the judge said, "We're going to drop the drunk drive, and we're going to give you a careless driving citation, and you lose 3 points off your license, and it's going to cost you a couple $100 or something." And I said, okay, old school. It was worth it. Yeah, it worked out. And he said, "Oh, and by the way, for you to get a driver's license, guess what? You have to go take the test and get a driver's license because we're treating you as an unlicensed individual." And I said, "Well, can I just go in and take the test and keep my license?" And he looked at my license. He's got it sitting right in front of him there on the bench. And he goes, "Everybody realized when they ran you that this guy's had a license since he was 15. He's owned a car and been driving around since he's 13. He said, I'm the only one that looked at this license and realized, no, your date of birth was in 1957, not 1951. I said, well, I never mentioned the bar tabs I had either. I was 21, 6 years early. Yeah. Oh, well. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. I don't mind telling those stories, but it's stories like that. I got a lot of those, and I avoid telling too many of them because I've told those stories and then had young guys overhear those stories. And then their parents come and say, you know what my kid just did? What's that? Little bastard went and bought a car, and he's only 15. And he'd been driving that damn thing around for the last 4 months. And when I asked him, what in the hell ever made you think you could do that? He told me, Sty did it, so I thought I could too. No. Don't mimic me when I was young. Please don't anybody do that. Mike, you can if you want, but everybody else, yeah.
Fuck you. I hate to do it.
The bling, bling, bling. I tell you what.
Not me. Hands up.
Facebook is, I mean, you're going to wear it out overnight.
I'm rubbing my can, so it's not me.
You're rubbing your can?
Like you.
Oh,
Yeah.
must have a pair of them those new bloomers on. Did you show Phil your new bloomers?
I bet it.
You've been on here showing off her bloomers there, Phil.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
yeah.
in between them
yeah.
when this happens.
Oh, maybe I'll do it later in a private stream. You never know.
Oh my God!
I'm
She
just
showed them
kidding,
to
Phil. I'm just
private
kidding.
stream. She showed them all three.
Yeah, I heard them on
Showed them off to me. Oh boy, was she showing them too.
She even had a flash in her face.
live, and just 45 minutes to an hour ago, she's just flashing her new bloomers at everybody.
That was the first thing I saw when I brought the stream up. She's over there just showing them off. I was like, put your bloomers up, girl.
Yep. Yeah, I tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bradley. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. And it's not just on youngsters. I've had people.
Yeah, it's all Sty's fault. He got bad influence on me. Yeah.
I did not. I am not the one that put you into the
You
Panty of the Month Club. I didn't do it.
I
Really,
didn't even know what
honestly,
Pornhub was
didn't
till I
do
come
it.
on
I
the
didn't
stream
do it.
tonight, Sty.
But Pornhub was Mike. That wasn't
I didn't even know what that was. Now I'm all
now
through it.
you're saying it.
You're a married man with a beautiful wife, though. We don't agree.
Yeah, she would kick my ass.
Yeah.
Not just, Mike's got Pornhub Prime, so
That's,
they ship the girls to him for nothing.
Yeah.
It's all part of the
Actually,
membership.
Pornhub sends Mike a check.
You think Schwann's just delivering frozen goods, don't you?
Right. That's my cover.
That's your cover.
My cover.
He
Yeah.
pulls out that box. He's got an Inflatomate in there.
Just trying to picture what
He looks at
Pornhub
it.
Prime would be.
He looks at his Schwann's invoice, and it says ice cream cones, ice cream sandwiches, Pornhub.
You want to see my invoice? I'll tell you.
Pornhub's on his invoice.
Well, today it's called this muffin. What? It was muffin. Yeah, muffin. Cupcake. Muffin. What did it throw today, Mike? Muffin?
Nothing today.
Yeah, you throw something at the screen today.
Oh, that was cupcake.
Oh, that was that orange
Cupcake.
cupcake.
Yeah.
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 Damn near broke
Yeah.
my camera.
It should be some cream on top of it, so it could be a little messy.
It's one of those Hostess cupcakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Little orange Hostess cupcake. I love them, man.
I like.
I bought the Reese's. Did you see they got Reese's cupcakes now?
Do you deliver in the
Yeah,
front?
I've got some of those.
Oh yeah, I got a box full of them buggers over here. It won't be a full box long. Well, I ate one out of it last night, and I'm just like, ooh.
Now those Hershey ones are better, Sty, because they're actually they're coated like a ding dong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a box of the Hershey's too. I got a box of each. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's like a big old chocolate ding dong. Man.
yeah,
Ding dong is something. Other things up there, those ding ding.
I like the Reese's ice creams. The one.
Oh, ding
Those are
ding
good.
dong and ho ho.
yeah.
Oh, Twinkies! Oh, I want a Twinkie. Oh, that'd be good. Mm-hmm.
Got some yellow sponge cake for you.
I like the shape.
Oh, neighbor girl. Yeah. I can remember days like that when my mother didn't have a driver's license, but she did own a car, and she owned the car because when my pop passed away, the car, of course, she inherited the vehicles, and she just kept them in her name, paid the insurance on them, and I asked her, why are you keeping it? Yeah, those Hershey's are good. I asked her, I said, why are you keeping the dang cars? You don't drive. And she said, well, your brother, I can have him drive me to the store and do this and that. So having a car is, yeah, I'll keep a car. Well, it was a 65 Chevy Bel Air, right? And she worked the graveyard shift. She worked 11 to 7, and she'd walk to work. And that was about 4 miles from our house. And she'd walk to work and walk home every morning. Well, when she'd leave at 11 o'clock at night, I knew when she had to be there. She'd leave the house about 10 o'clock, and she's walking to work. I knew 10:45, she's there. And where was I? Right in the seat of that Bel Air, and whoom, down the road I'd go. 12, 13 years old. And I'd go bar hopping, do all kinds of fun stuff with that car. And but every time I came home with that car, You don't know how many times I looked at the gas gauge and I go, damn, I didn't look at it before I left. Is she going to notice that there's gas missing in the car? And for days I figured, yep, that was my death sentence, pulling that car in the driveway. The minute she finds out somebody's been driving that car other than my brother taking her somewhere, somebody's head was going to roll. So, yeah. It was so nice. So when I finally got bigger than my mom, she knew the days of the whoopings came to an end when she come after me with a broom one time. She's just whomping the hell out of me left and right across the head with that broom. You rotten little monster. And I'm like, little monster, I'm 8 inches taller than you. I grabbed that broom and she's hanging on it. So we're having this tug of war with this broom. And I just sat her ass down on the couch and I said, now, Ma, just relax and stay there. I'll let you use the broom to sweep the house, but you ain't sweeping me with it no more. No.
My mom would have pulled a pencil out of her back pocket and shot me dead right there.
That's where I was lucky, because getting whomped with the broom was about as violent as my mother's ever got. I'd never seen her get violent with anybody else.
My mama never whooped me a day in my life. I can't say nothing.
Oh, man.
My mother just gave all the whoopings.
Yeah, both my parents dished them out.
My mom's only
my
4'11", so
I asked my dad flat out, Dad, give me the whooping. Give me the whooping. I don't want Ma to do it again. No. And my dad said, you never in your life want me to give you a whooping. And just the look on his face, I was just like, okay, Ma, go ahead. Beat me. Show me your care. And I finally asked her years after my pop passed away, I said, why wouldn't Dad ever give me a whooping? She said, he told me that he'll never lay a hand on one of you kids because he doesn't think he could stop, that he'd probably kill you because you probably got it coming. So he always let me dish it out because she knew that she could dish it out bad enough we'd never forget, but that he might, all of a sudden the family might get smaller if he's going to discipline, And we never
Before messages from Samantha. I said that.
Yeah, look at that.
He
Look at
wrote me first. I'm replying. It's a reply. I've been baited. That's it.
Baited.
Gotcha. That's the comment.
There you go. There's innocent Samantha. Everybody says innocent.
that's not what that blush is saying.
She's so innocent.
You've been caught.
You guys are funny.
Yeah. Hey, neighbor girl, that's funny.
Yeah, it's red, Joe. I've been laughing. These guys are clowns. They're funny.
Ooh.
All y'all funny.
Funny. You funny. There's something funny about you.
Hell ain't everything.
Sam, there's something funny about them.
Nuts.
Yeah, something like that. Very innocent though, up there. Yeah.
I love Thursday.
84 messages, too many per safety, man.
You know how you know when you're in Wisconsin?
What's that?
It's when you walk in the bar and you sit down at the table and waitress comes up and she goes, and how can I help you tonight? And you said, and how's your bush? And she goes, just fine, and how's your cock? What are you drinking?
Okay.
Bush.
And how's your bush?
Hang on.
All for kids, not us old effort.
She's crazy.
I'm guessing not there.
I need a little trim now. Yeah. Well, I haven't trimmed.
Let me see it.
Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to see
yeah.
it? Yeah. Hey, hang on.
Hey, can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was clean shaven when I went down there.
She's got it braided into her hair.
God.
Her hair braids go all the way down.
Yeah.
You're making me think of Harold the Midget again.
Hmm.
There you said it.
I'm sorry I used the M word.
There you said it, Sty.
Cindy's got a question in chat.
So I need some help deciding something. I'm going to grow a pepper plant in a 12-ounce can. What are some cool beers or drinks with really wild can designs?
Oh, I've got one, Cindy. I'll send it to you. You want it? Yeah,
She said, I bet Jimmy can definitely recommend one or two.
I've got some weird beer cans, some craft beers that the 21090 guys sent me. So I'll go ahead and drink those for you, Cindy, and I'll get you those empty cans so you can grow your pepper plants in them.
Canoe how I'm saying, is it growing down your leg, Ann? That makes me think of you're getting freaking old when you go to a plastic surgeon. You ask them, "Can I get a facelift that will make me look young again?" And the plastic surgeon looks at you, if you're a guy, and looks at you and says, "I can do that. I can give you a facelift to make you look young again. The only problem is when I'm done, you're going to have a beard and a new necktie."
That ain't right.
Well, here's probably one you haven't seen.
Oh, yeah, good ass beer.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a case of that one time. So someone had shown me a picture or something. So this guy sent me a case of good ass beer, and I sent him a case of badass beer. Because badass beer is
I need strong ass beers. What I need.
So I actually kept all the cans. I actually have a case of good ass beer cans, empty ones. So, and they come in a very generic box.
Yeah, good ass beer.
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't splurge on the box or the can. So
yeah. Well, and that's it. Is if all you give a shit about is what the can looks like, you're not a beer drinker. I mean,
I don't even care what it tastes like, Sty.
That's usually my case too. It's just my favorite beer is yours. I mean, that's the best brand out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they sent me a bunch of craft beers, and I mean, yeah, I was like, well, I don't know why anybody wastes so much time trying to make it taste like something.
Mickey bottles, bird beers.
And do I need to know that?
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, B Lady, the badass beer is a Kid Rock beer. You see it a lot here in Michigan. Probably not much outside of the state of Michigan, but
yeah. In fact, it was a Michiganer that had badass beer in a hunting camp here.
okay.
He brought it over from Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, it ain't good.
No,
Neither really was good ass beer. Good ass beer was weird because it was kind of weak, but it almost was like citrusy or extra carbonated or something. And I asked the guy, I says, "Is there any actually the Good Ass Beer Company?" I asked him, "Is there any citrus in this?" I didn't see. He's like, "Nope, no." It's like it seemed like it was real like a citrusy type, overly carbonated beer or whatnot. I was like, I don't know.
Sty, I'm going to slide off of here, man. I appreciate you having me up, man. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
well, you betcha. You betcha. Now keep close eye, folks. He's going to slide out of here.
He's gonna slide.
I'm sliding.
Slide out.
I'm going to go finish off my buzz. I'll see y'all.
Hey,
I'll see
you
y'all
behave
around.
yourself, Jimmy. We'll talk to you soon.
Take it easy, buddy. No, now you're stuck with her, Phil.
I know, right?
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, I can leave.
Great. Now I'm stuck with both of them on top of me.
I gotta make dinner shortly, so I'm gonna have to scoot too.
Don't run off.
Shortly.
It's almost time for me to start cooking. 5 minutes.
Fuck that cooking.
Got to make a little dinner shortly.
Yeah.
Who you calling
Yeah,
shorty?
you guys were talking about that earlier when you guys first started little and then long. And I'm thinking, well, I missed a 4-hour long stream talk that you guys were having today.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, you did.
We covered all sorts of stuff.
Sounds like it.
Yep. Like we usually do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I needed this afternoon. I really did. After
I had
the
to
last
call
2
him
days,
because I haven't seen him.
I tell you, I haven't had migraines for over 5 years, and to have them the last 2 days is just killing me. It's killing me. Last night was so bad. I was telling the gals that I took a broom and a mop and took the handles and I propped them against the wall, holding the curtain snug tight against the wall so no light could get around the curtain.
Mm.
And this is after the sunset. It's just the street lights down below outside. That little bit of light coming in was killing me. I closed my bedroom door and the light on my CPAP machine was killing me. I couldn't stand it. So I had to unplug the CPAP machine because if I cover it up, it overheats and it starts beeping and screaming at me. So I couldn't use the CPAP machine. But I wouldn't have been able to stand the hissing sound anyhow. Turned my fan on low and I just laid on top of my bed and just as still as I could. And it started thunderstorming out. Well, so I grabbed the earplugs that I use when I'm out on the range shooting. And I stuck them earplugs in. Well, I've got a slight case of tinnitus. I can hear that kind of bell ringing in my ears at times. Well, it sounded like church bells going on in my head. And like Ann said, she says, "Did you hear your breathing and your heartbeat?" Boom, 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 boom. I go, yeah. It was murder. And early this morning, it finally subsided and went away. And so all day I've been just kind of nervous that shit's coming back. And it was because of a pinched nerve in my neck. And I'm careful. If it's going to pop or anything, then I just stop and just live with it because it's when it snaps, when it pops, that nerve will get pinched. But yeah, I hadn't had migraines for over 5 years, and boy, you don't forget what them suckers are like. Once that bugger started coming on, I knew exactly what it was. It was just like, oh shit, no. And that was 2 nights ago that started. I missed your stream last night because of it, and then I was at your premiere and typing on your premiere, and it was a bitch just looking at the screen to be able to read the chat and to see what I'm typing. It's just, I thought, I'll make it. I'll get on the stream now. Yeah.
I have that constant ringing in my ear 24/7, man. And at night when it's quiet, it is so freaking loud, Yeah, it's. I've had that for years, and you get used to it. Like they're ringing now, but that's because Sam got my blood pressure up her again. So
that's it. Is the
among other
things. That tinnitus to a point you just get used to it, and it's just the way it is, and and it never ever bothered me, the tinnitus. It did when I first developed it, but yeah, I got so used to it. But boy, last night it was just like, oh no. It was just like 1,000 church bells ringing.
Yeah, I think it affects my hearing though, because people say I'm like, if people talk to me, I'm always like, what? And my one neighbor, he whispers, and I tell him, open your fucking mouth, talk.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 2 yards away talking to me. What? He's like, pay attention. I said, talk louder, you prick. So now I got to go all the way over to the fence. And I'm standing this close to him. He's talking, what? But, I have like my games up loud, so it don't sound loud to me. So I'm probably going deaf too. Thank God for Messenger, huh?
Yeah, I had the little voices along with my tinnitus the other night.
Yeah, I bet you did.
What?
Couldn't believe that.
Hold on. Would be important. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I never had a migraine, so
That's
rarely do I get headaches. So.
See, I never get headaches either. The only time I get headaches, it's severe, and for over 5 years, I figure I'll probably never get another one of them damn things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Don't want it again.
Yeah, that's probably Ojisan's probably got it right down there at the bottom there. Comment.
I don't use headphones. I open up the window.
Yeah.
Because my neighbor's a minister, and I just love to play it for him. It's so big. Thank you, baby. My neighbor's a minister. It's funny as shit. He'll come out there in the morning. How you doing, Mike? Fuck you. Every morning. He's just every morning. And then he'll turn around and drop 12 F-bombs. And what? You're a minister, right?
If you were to greet him some morning and you go, "Oh, hey, Pastor, you have yourself a blessed day," he'd probably look at you and go, "Whatever it was you did, you're going to hell for that." You're for you to.
Well, did you see Phil's expression when I said, "Hey, Phil, how you doing?" And
yeah,
Phil,
it shocks him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So big. Yep.
If I was a real asshole, I could show you something Sam sent me, but I'm not going to show you. That's from my private collection. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, red, Mike shut off. Her face is redder than her lips. Look at her.
You're killing me. I gotta get going though. I'm doing some grub for the family.
Just order something. Have it delivered.
Yeah, that would be great.
Grub, slimy.
Had enough.
Well, thank you so
Love
much.
you guys. It was fun.
It was.
Next time.
Was. Love you,
It
girl.
was nice meeting you.
You too.
Nice meeting you.
Oh yeah.
Who was
Just like that, she's gone.
Yeah, who was it, Airhead?
Yeah.
No, I better stop picking.
Poor Sam.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Sam can take it though. After this afternoon's conversation, I think she can handle just about anything.
She will. She will.
How are you, Phil?
I'm here.
I'm here. I made it this far.
Hey,
Yep.
Sty wanted to know about the story he was telling last night.
Oh, I mean, I can repeat it if everybody wants to hear it again. I told it a couple times. I told it to a couple different people at work today.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So my son and my daughter, and actually my daughter's boyfriend, they got a job up here in town, up here in Lapeer, and they work at a place where they make gummies. You know, the medical kind or not medical kind, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I mean, they're medical, recreational, whatever you want to call them. They just work at a place where, they get this pre-mixed stuff, or they mix, someone else mixes up them. They pour it in molds. They take them out of the mold. They do all this crazy stuff. And that's what they've been doing for the last, month or so. They've been working. And so what was it, Tuesday night? I was planning on going down to 210 Brewery. Excuse me. And I'm getting my dinner together, something with some bread, because I figured I'd probably wind up having a pepper or two on their channel. And I saw this multicolored little baggie, or the baggie wasn't multicolored, but there was a bunch of gummy things inside the baggie. Little squares, about 1 inch by 1 inch squares. I was like, you know what? I snagged one of those out of there. I'm thinking twice, but like, you know what? I'll just put it on my plate. I'll take it downstairs. And sure enough, it was the first thing I ate. And then I ate my food and did everything. And, 210 Brewery came on, and, nothing. I'm half hour in. I'm not feeling anything whatsoever. Just, sitting there watching and commenting in the chat and everything else. And probably about 10, 15 minutes later, I get a little bit of this tingling feeling. I find myself staring at the chat and staring at the screen a little more and typing a little less. So of course, paranoia sets in, right? So I suddenly start thinking, what if those weren't from my son's work and they were maybe something for the dog or some kind of medication that was in a gummy that I shouldn't have taken?
Chemical denaturing.
Yeah, I don't know. Because at this point, I'm a little stoned, a little paranoid. So I contemplate going upstairs and coming forthright as far as what I've done and make sure that this wasn't anything that was going to hurt me. I thought, you know what? No, I know what it is. I know what it is. Although I had never seen one before, I'm not versed on any of this stuff. So I kind of sat down here. I kept waiting for it to die off. When you do a pepper, you get the endorphin rush, you get the high, and then 10 minutes later it's gone. This is not what this does. Obviously, when you eat something like this, it takes a long time to go through your system. You get a peak, and then it comes down, and obviously it takes a while. It took quite a while. So then again, it starts as it gets worse. I'm thinking, well, maybe you're supposed to cut one of those up, right? I'm thinking, well, maybe, what would normally would be cut into 4 pieces or more, I took the whole thing and I'm really going to be fucked up. So then I started being paranoid about that. So then I'm sitting down here and suddenly I hear like a ruckus upstairs and it's kids and feet. And I think I hear my boy that works at the place go, I think Dad ate one of my gummies. Now, this is what I think I hear. So I'm turning the computer down and trying to listen to what they're saying up there. So this is how paranoid I am now, right? Trying to listen to but I'm not hearing anything, but they're laughing and they're this and they're that. And I just can't make anything out. So anyways, a whole lot of paranoia goes through my mind. Just, people are going to come down. They're going to talk to me. There's going to be, then I started thinking, well, maybe my son got 10 of them together or whatever, and he was supposed to be selling them or giving them to someone. And now he's going to be one short. Man, I should have thought about that before all these things start going through all this paranoid stuff. And
his pusher's going to beat the shit out of him.
Right. So I lean back in the chair here, and I'm kind of in and out, fuzzy, and I mean it really peaks, And all this goes on, and I think it started like at 9:11, and I think by 9:18 it feels like 30 minutes had gone by, and only 7 minutes had gone by. I'm like, holy shit, this is never gonna, it just keeps. So I basically make myself sit down here, in and out in my chair, eyes closed, watching what's going on with 210. Finally, around 10 o'clock, I was like, all right, I can safely go to bed now. It's not too suspicious that I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock at night. And I go upstairs. I walk out of the bedroom, and there's my son, my other son, and his friend. And I'm thinking, oh, no. So they're all standing there. My son is, my one son's on the computer. I just walked by them. I said, hey, guys. And they're like, hey, and nothing else. So I get right by them thinking, all right, they didn't say nothing to me. So I get upstairs, go into the bedroom. Wife really doesn't say anything to me. She says, oh, she's like, you're done. You're up here early. And I'm like, oh, yeah. It says, I didn't go live, blah, blah, blah. So I lay down. I get in the position that I know I can sleep in. Arm underneath the pillow, this hand up here. And I keep having to squeeze the pillow because I can't feel like the pillow on my skin. So it's like and I keep moving my legs because I can't feel like the blankets on my legs, even though I know my legs are, I have to move them because I couldn't feel it. Oh, I tell you, it's not something I'll do again, only because it was just the paranoia. But I didn't enjoy it. I was paranoid. Maybe if I was with a bunch of people and they were like that or something, maybe it'd be a different story. But it wasn't anything. I told Ann, I said, been there, done that now. I can quit thinking about it because I know the kids, they participate in what they do, and they're all of age to do that. Now I know I'm good to go. There's no more curiosity for me. No.
And you did learn a lesson. Sometimes you should ask, not just help yourself.
I did. I just helped. Well, I knew if I had said anything, they would have told me exactly what they were, and they'd have been, no, stay out.
No, stay out. Stay out. Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
So
quit dipping into their snacks.
and they're still up there now. It's sitting right there up on the little butter ledge inside the refrigerator. They're still sitting there in the baggie, and I'm like, I got a 17-year-old at home, and I don't know. My guess is that he's probably partaken in some of this. So, but I'd rather not. But what are you going to do?
I tell you, my youngest boy, I learned the same lesson. That was quite a few years back, but stopped at his house. Supposed to meet him there, and I got a key to his place. I stopped, go in, and I'm looking around the kitchen thinking, well, I'll make myself a cup of instant coffee while I'm waiting for him to get home. And I get my instant coffee made, and I'm looking, and there's a plate of brownies, and they're wrapped in cellophane, and I opened that up and took this I grabbed the biggest one in there. I grabbed that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he won't mind if I have a brownie. I took a big bite out of it, and I'm chewing it, and I'm going, that's weird. It's got like a crunchy texture to it, And I'm drinking my coffee, eating that brownie. And by the time he come walking in the door, I'm all buzzed up, standing in his living room. And I told him, I said, where do you want me to sit? I said, I'll sit in the fucking backyard if you want me to. He goes, you haven't been eating my freaking brownies, have you? I said, that was a good brownie. It was really a good brownie. I said, but I don't know. There must be something wrong with my meds. I said, I'm feeling goofier than shit. And he goes, never, ever help yourself to any food in my house without asking first. Then he told me later it was a gal at his restaurant brought him a plate of brownies for when they were going to get together Saturday night, play cards. And he said, yeah, there were extras there. So you didn't wreck our Saturday night. But he says, and he went in and he looked at the plate and he goes, oh my God, man, you took that big one off the top. I said, yeah. He said, we would have cut that up and each of us would have gotten a fourth of that brownie while we're playing cards. He says, you eat that whole thing. Look at these people.
Did Ann fart again?
Yeah, that thing down there farted.
That thing down here farted.
I need to smell. How did I turn the smell-o-vision off on this thing?
Hey, Phil's great video. It's good to see you.
What's up, Phil's video? This one won't turn off. The smell-o-vision on this one won't turn off.
Yeah,
there you go.
I sure would like to be that shirt.
Oh, you would. Mm-hmm. Maybe one day you can.
What are you doing? The air freshener. Yeah, cherry blossom. Yeah.
Now it smells like someone shit on a cherry blossom.
Hey, I had a tenant. I went to their house to do a house inspection. Once a year, I'd visit every tenant's home and just inspect, see what's busted, what needs to be repaired, and see how they're taking care of my house. Well, I get to this tenant's place and I knock on the door, and the minute they open the door, I'm going, wow, 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 wow. I can smell the dog piss and the dog shit. And they invite me right in. I walk in, and there's split entry home. Stairs went down, stairs went up. You go up to the living room, and there's a master bedroom up there and kitchen and all that upstairs. And then 2 bedrooms downstairs and a laundry room. And so I go upstairs, and that whole house is carpeted, right? Except for the kitchen and the bathroom. And I go up there, and I go, oh, my God. Oh, my God. I said, I can hardly breathe in here. The smell of the dog shit and piss. And that gal goes, well, Our dog had puppies, and I can't believe how much they shit. And I said, I'm looking at the carpet, and it's not looking too bad. And I'm like, they're shitting around in the house on the carpet. And she goes, no, we got them down in the laundry room. And I go, oh, thank God you kept them off the carpet. And I said, I'm going to have to inspect the basement. And I went downstairs at the lower level. Walking down the hall, I get the laundry room, and there's a sheet of plywood up against the doorway. And I get there, and all of a sudden I hear all these puppies. And they're all about the size of Leona. Yip, 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 because somebody's there, right? I walk up, and there's the mother. They're Rottweilers, so they're big dogs. There's about 4 to 6 inches of dog shit in that whole laundry room. I mean, it's full. I couldn't see the concrete floor.
Mm.
And I'm just like, oh my God, she ruined my house. I'm going to have to literally tear the drywall out, everything to get that stink out of this house. And I told her how bad it was, and what her situation was. I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 2 weeks. I'm going to be back here exactly 2 weeks from now. And I got my appointment book out, and I said, I'm writing you in. I'm going to be back on this date at this time. This house has to be corrected. When I walk in here, if I walk in and I'm not willing to sit down at your table and eat a meal, you're out of here. You are going to be out of this place. I said, I don't know what it's going to cost you, but you get my house back the way it was. I left. I came back 2 weeks later. Knock on the door. She opens the door, and boom, it hit me. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I said, it's worse. She goes, what do you mean it's worse? Come here. Come and look. I'm following her down the steps. We go to that laundry room, and she says, I managed to give all the puppies away. The mother dog's upstairs. She never poops or pees in the house. She wants out. I take her out in the backyard. And she said, and we got it all cleaned up. I looked in the laundry room. It's clean. It looks clean. They even bleached the floor. So the concrete looked good. It was clean. And I said, still no good. Still no good. You're out. I said, now you got 2 weeks to get the hell out of my house. And she said, cleaned it all up. I said, guess what your house smells like when I walk in the door? I said, can't you smell it? And she goes, I think it smells pretty good. I said, it smells like pine-scented dog shit. That's exactly what it smells like, is pine-scented dog shit. Well, I did use Pine Sol. And I go, yeah, you did. And the whole house smells of pine-scented dog shit. I said, you did not get rid of the dog shit smell in the house. So you're out of here. And it cost me $11,000 to have guys go in there to get rid of that stink. 11 grand. We tore all the carpets out, had to tear the subflooring on the second level of the house completely out, put all new subfloor in. We cut all the drywall up to the 4-foot level throughout both levels of the house and put all new drywall in. And it was bad. When we got done, thank God we got rid of the stink. Yeah, well, in fact, down in the basement, that whole laundry room, it had 3 stud walls in the laundry room. We had to cut the stud walls 4 feet up, cut the studs off, and fish plate new studs in with plates, because that was all soaked into the wood, into the studs. You couldn't get the stink out of the studs.
That's crazy.
How
do people live like that? I don't understand. Like cat people that have, cat urine is worse than dog.
Oh yeah, acidic.
That's like ammonia. It's like if people have multiple cats and have that smell in their house, I don't know how they do it.
Yep. Oh, I had a tenant that had. She had 11 cats.
Oh well, yeah, that place smelled like.
And in that house, we actually condemned the house. We had to condemn the house. We just tore the house down, built a new one there. But and the thing is I talked to the owners of the management company, and I told them we're going to have to tear that house down. There's no fixing that. I mean, everything is ruined in that house, from them cats pissing on everything.
Yeah.
And they said, well, do what we got to do. And then they said, well, bring civil charges against her and sue her for the cost of the house. And I said, we're not going to get none. I said, she's 68 years old. She's living off of her husband's little retirement. He's dead and gone. She's getting $700 a month. We're not going to get the money out of her. I said, all we're going to do is get a judgment saying, yeah, it's her fault. I said, we already know it's her fault. So why, you know, I said, we just need her the hell off of our property. Send her out there and hope the hell she can find somewhere to live. But and found out that some old guy rented her a little 1-bedroom cottage way the hell out in the boondocks somewhere. He said, I don't care what she does there. You know, if she totally wrecks the house, I don't care. He says, I'll just tear that old cottage down. But God almighty, I just couldn't. Yeah. The first time I went in her house, she insisted, sit down at the kitchen table. I want to talk to you. And she says, I'll fix you a cup of coffee. I said, no, thank you. Especially when I seen her walk in the kitchen and have to chase 2 cats off the stove and pick one up out of the sink and throw that cat outside. And she grabs a cup out of that sink and she's going to go put coffee in it for me. I'm like, no. I've had cats for years and years and years, had cats. And yeah, they'll get up on things and stuff. But every one of her cats, not one of them were spayed or neutered. And I tell you what, those male cats and the female cats spraying the walls all over the place, marking their territories. And while I'm sitting at her kitchen table, this big old tomcat jumps up on the table and starts yowling at me like he's going to beat the shit out of me. And I thought, you son of a bitch. And I slapped his ass right off the table. And she goes, oh, be careful for Tommy, you know. And I said, I tell you, what your cats get on me, they're gonna get smacked off me. I don't want your cats on me. I said, and all of a sudden there's a massive cat fight in her living room. And there's fur flying all over. She goes, oh, those silly cats. I go, Jesus, woman, you're nuts. You're crazy. Oh,
sounds like you. Well, I've seen things here in Michigan where I don't know if it's necessarily Detroit or what area where people's cats have taken over the home. And the people move out of the home and into like an adjoining part of the house, like a separate part, and live there because the cats have taken over. They go up in the attic and they're pulling cats out of, hundreds of cats in people's home. They're pulling cats out of everywhere. It's nuts.
Yeah. You know, and that's just a person being irresponsible, you know. See, now me personally, you know, it's not that I'm a major cat lover, but hell, if Mike ever needs somewhere to put Earl, I'll take him. I think Earl would be that's the kind of cat that I could have, you know. But these folks that take in every single stray, and none of those cats ever been to a vet. They've never nothing. And what the hell? Yeah, what the hell?
What are you showing us?
It's on Facebook.
No peace until we are equal.
You know, woman, you are out of. Does she talk about someone that's out of her mind? There she is, right there.
The thing. What the hell is this thing? Crazy.
Yeah.
Out of
That's
her mind.
all right. That's all right, girly. I don't want a piece. You can keep the whole thing. I don't want a piece.
I lost my head.
There you go.
I got no head.
Yeah, that happens around here. Oh, Oh my gosh! What? Oh,
Can I do that?
Yeah. How you doing?
How you doing?
Right, not as good as you. It is hot in here. God.
Yeah. I was sweating
It's
here
hot in
before.
my
Like,
place. It's hot in my place. I got
I
this
put my
damn
air
fire
on.
going.
I actually had my air on today.
Oh, I was pissed yesterday. I had a break from the headache, and it was so freaking hot in here. I'm looking at got a big thermometer on my wall over here. It said 80 degrees in this apartment. I'm going, no. Go and crank the windows open while it was in the mid 70s. So it didn't even feel like cool air. And I got my fans all running on high. And I said, that's it. I got to turn the air on. And I looked at this and I go, I'm not totally tearing that down to plug it back in. I already got my air conditioner all packed away for winter.
Mm.
Got it unplugged, clean, new filter, blah blah blah. What the hell? I got some weird shit going on.
Here's my YouTube of your live stream.
The what?
That's what I'm just looking at.
Well, it's coming across on my phone.
I don't know. I got that.
I don't have. There's no problem on my cell phone. Maybe it's the computer.
try to refresh. Mike.
Yeah.
We're still going here.
Let me refresh it.
Let's see if it's behind that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's
not
still
behind.
going. Mine's
Yeah.
still going. I looked.
All right.
Yeah.
If I refreshed it.
Yeah.
Came back on if I refreshed it. That was weird.
Check it. Come on. Yeah, you took your shirt off when you did that challenge. Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
A little more. Come on now. Stand up.
I might change my people. I don't know.
Ann and Camel.
What?
God damn.
Ann and Camel.
And in camera?
Look at Sty, Ann. Jesus. Get with the program. Are you
Oh.
going to live stream?
I was like, what the fuck is it? What? Or you put
One hump or two? Two.
Right.
I like camel. I really like camel. I always do that.
Yeah, my kid, Running Water, got me 2 of them. You know, those shipping blankets that you
Oh,
cover
blanket.
furniture with. Yeah. And he got me 2 of those, 70 by 80 inches, and they're camo on both sides. They're awesome. They're going in the adventure trailer.
Stop it, Ann.
And showing her panties.
So do we get blessed with a good, like another panty review next month about the same time, with the next
I
batch?
got a blue one on me. I don't know. I think it's blue, yeah. I have to see. Oh, you got a blue one too? I got a blue one. Hang on. There you go.
Bet you never guess what one's Ty's got.
He probably got brown.
Da 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 boom.
Oh, my God. All right, Phil.
Jeez.
Don't they make white underwear anymore?
Black. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, all mine are dark colors, and I would say 2/3 of what I own is camel.
I do have some tidy whities upstairs, but I rarely do I ever put them on.
Oh, white
Live
is
stream.
nice on a man. I like white on a man.
No, mine's always like the box.
I will
briefs,
never
so they're like shorts, so I can just throw on my underwear and do anything I want to around the house, and it's fine. So
Ooh, usually do.
I'll never wear white underwear ever again in my life. That I've worn what used to be white underwear, but they were turned orange. But
I was gonna say they turn brown.
Everything the county gives you is orange. The socks, the underwear, the pants, the shirt. They're all
We never
orange.
got underwear.
Oh, we did. They're orange.
I used to ride right up the creek,
Orange.
man.
Ashland County, the county I live in now, theirs they get orange pants, the orange shirt, white underwear, and white socks. And I said, what the fuck? They get white. And they said, well, then we can tell if their underwear and socks are clean. They said, with the orange, everything orange, it's harder to tell. And I said, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, and I wouldn't wear their damn underwear. I said, I ain't wearing no prison underwear. There ain't no way. No way in hell. I said, and they said, there's a reason for those underwear being orange. And I said, and what is that? If you ever escaped and you're running down the street in them underwear, we know he's a prisoner. He's an escaped prisoner. I said, if I'm running down the fucking street with no underwear, you're going to still pick me up and I will become a prisoner. I said, so, what difference does it make? Orange underwear or not? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he escaped and he ran by naked as a jaybird. We didn't know he was a prisoner. Well, why didn't you make him a prisoner? He's not supposed to be running like that through a town. Jesus Christ. I love this world. It's just, I didn't know that there could be millions and millions of morons out there. I mean, there's so many of them.
Getting worse, man. It's getting worse.
It is. It just keeps getting. I saw the comment about your title of your stream, and I said to myself, I thought your stream was setting a good example. Are we going to watch another city burn, or are we going to come over and watch Phil burn? I'd rather watch Phil burn.
Well,
Yeah.
The governor called in the National Guard.
Yeah.
So that's good. That means it's not going to go on for months like a Portland or a Seattle or any other stuff. They're going to go there. They're going to get the garbage out of the street and get things back to normal. All right, you had your moment. You want to protest. All right, you had your moment. Now go back home.
Right.
It's duly noted.
It's been said. It's been said and heard. It's over. You've said it. It's been heard. Go home. Be peaceful. Behave yourselves. Yeah. Thanks, Jadzia. I just, the fact that this stuff keeps going on and on and on, and it keeps reoccurring is absolutely ridiculous. And I think as a nation, we just need to put an end to that garbage and just say no. Acceptable behavior will be accepted. Unacceptable will be put an end to. We're not going to put up with it.
Again, I don't have any problems with people protesting. There needs to be a time limit on it, and it needs to be what they talk about. And it's peaceful protesting against the government. When you look at the Constitution, it's peaceful protesting against the government, not peaceful protesting against other races. It's not peaceful protesting against other religions. It's peaceful protesting against the government, and it's peaceful. It's not what most of these turn into. Yeah, there's a good portion of it that is peaceful, but there's a big portion of it that it isn't peaceful, and it's destroying property of people of all color, of all races, of all religions. You take out a Target, okay, Target's, but Joe's little hair salon next to it, that's not going to come back. A lot of these places, and that's what I don't like about this. I don't like the fact that some guy or some lady or somebody from another country could come here, put everything they've got into a business in order to make ends meet, and to have this, and it can taken away like that about people who are insensitive to other people. That's what they're protesting about, is the insensitivity of us, or not us. I say us because I'm white, okay, but the insensitivity of people and yet they're doing the exact same thing. They're trying to fight fire with fire.
Right.
And you know what?
That's it.
You're making it worse because there's a lot of people out there that are very resentful of what's been going on for the last 6 months, and you've only made what was rounding the corner and getting better, I think, worse to a lot of people.
That's it. Is when certain tragic things happen, like have happened. That's when a person should, instead of going ape shit, should just stop and say, whoa, we got to this point and we had this happen. Okay, there's a weak link somewhere. Let's find that and work on that, fix that. And protesting and burning shit down. I'll tell you what, you burnt down your corner 7-Eleven. Did that fix something? It didn't fix a thing. And it's like Phil said, people are starting to, it doesn't matter. You can have 10 million people peacefully gathering and protesting something. And you can have 10 of those 10 million, just 10 people of that 10 million go victimize an innocent person. And I tell you what, the 10 million don't matter anymore. That new victim matters.
Yeah.
The new victim is the issue, not the 10 million and their protest. The issue is somebody was allowed to go victimize somebody else in the name of an issue.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things in the world I don't like, and I don't burn anybody's property. I don't destroy things, and I don't beat people up. I don't shoot at people because I don't like something that they like. I just go, well, maybe I can convince them somehow to maybe change their minds. Let's talk about this shit, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. But boy, oh boy, this whole business about it's we and them, we and them, we and them, that we and them shit will tear this country apart.
Ooh, we're further away from being where everybody wants us to be now than we were 6 months ago. It will literally take a decade in order for us to get back to where we were 6 months ago. It'll take us a decade to get back there. I truly, I've been looking at all this. I'm truly, because I look at young white people as potential left-wing nut jobs that are out there supporting violence and the other things that are going out that are just, and it shouldn't be that way. But that's how I see some of it. That is now where I didn't think that way before about some of these young, privileged kids that think that, and that's another thing. I wrote this whole thing down. I'm getting started.
Yeah.
I wrote this whole thing down the other day. It's like, a lot of these, I don't know. Young white kids that think they're doing something. They have no clue what a young black person is grown up with. So to try to use their white privilege or be out there and do what they're doing, they've got no clue. They think and you know what? They should just stop. Yeah, you want to support them in a good way. Don't support them. Don't support people with violence. Don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to correctly say what I want to say without upsetting anyone, because I don't want to upset anyone. But I think this whole thing needs to end. Everything that's going on, all the protesting everywhere, people need to sit down. People need to figure out where we go from here and how we make things better for everybody. Because if things are better for everybody, then things are better for everybody. That's all.
Well, I think one thing that's missing in society today And it's the newer generation in general, and it doesn't matter what race, color, or creed they are. It's the newest generation. Do not understand. They do not understand that a thing cannot go away until each of us take a part in it. Each of us, if I have, okay, I have a quad racial family.
Mhm.
Okay. There's 4 different nationalities in my family. Love each and every one of them. I tell people we hold holidays, they come to my house, I put out the flags of the United Nations because of all of the races within my family.
Sure.
And I'm not talking about nationalities, I'm talking races. 4 different races in my family. Each one of those individuals would do anything for our family. And if you start saying, well, it's unfair to Indians, it's unfair to blacks, it's unfair to Jews, you don't want to say that in one of my family reunions, because the blacks, Jews, and Native Americans in my family are going to rip you a new one. And they're going to say, you know what? I'm going to be successful, hell or high water. It doesn't matter how many racists there might be or bigots there might be. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to be the best me I can possibly be. And I'm going to do everything in my life that improves my life. So don't tear it down. Don't tear my life down with all this bickering and fighting. Quit the damn bickering and fighting and let me be me. Let me be myself. Let me be who I am. And I ask my grandkids, where the hell do you, where are you learning that from, that position? And they said, from our family. We don't care who you are or how you turned out. You're still important. You're an important person. Everybody's an important person. And everybody truly, truly can go out there and become what they can become the best they can. And there's so many examples, and I know so many families that way that are biracial, triracial, on and on. And they're so functional, and they cannot understand this. They all see it as bullshit. This is all, why in the hell do you have a bunch of rich white kids out there screaming and hollering Black Lives Matter? Okay, what they're going to end up doing is getting others. They even have parts of the Black community turning against them and saying, well, you shouldn't speak for us, but we're doing it for your benefit. We don't need you to. Well, then don't. If for crying out loud, everybody's got their nose so far in the business of somebody else that they're not taking care of their own business. And I think that's what everybody in the world needs to start doing, is we got to start minding our own business and getting on with life, and think about the fact that, okay, that Black or brown individual, you don't think they bleed, you don't think they cry, you don't think they have a life? Well, yes, I do. Well, then why don't you let them live their life, and take your nose and put it back in your own fucking business. And don't deny them anything you don't want to be denied. It's the whole situation. Everybody says it's so complex, but actually everything that's going on is so simple. People have given up caring about each other, period. That's what's going on out there, is people do not care about the guy next door. Damn on everybody, And let's get rid of history. Let's tear that down. Let's do that. No, wait a minute. I told my boys, I said, I would so love to jump backwards and live in 1965. I lived in the suburbs of Minneapolis in 1965. We had a huge black community in our town from Thursday till Sunday evening. You would see a few folks of color during the week, but not many. But on the weekends, they literally outnumbered our local population almost 10 to 1. And they came out because at the lakes, they wanted to fish and they wanted to hang out in the parks, and because it was peaceful, it was nice. And our law enforcement, they didn't believe in enforcement. They were all told, you're peace officers. Now you just make sure that everybody in this community is peaceful. And that's what they did, is they got out there. They got to even know the out-of-towners. It's because we want to know everybody's enjoying life. And we didn't have racist crap going on in our town, because law enforcement, that's when they would enforce the law, the letter of the law. You ain't doing that shit. You ain't picking on that guy because he's a different color. That ain't happening here. You know, if you're picking on him because he busted your car window out and he's stealing the stereo out of it, we're good with that, because the color has nothing to do with someone injuring somebody else, you know. And I'd love to go back to that time. I'd love to go back when they said the world was so racist. We were so much more at peace with multi cultures at the time, so much more at peace with each other. Heck, if I had photos of me back as a kid sitting on the lake shore fishing amongst 30, 40 people of color, and I was the only white kid in the whole bunch, and I didn't have to worry about nothing. My pop, being the chief of police, asked my mom, where's Sty? Oh, he's down there fishing with the folks down by the channel. Oh, thank God. That's okay. He's okay. He's safe down there. I'm the only white kid, and there's all these blacks. And my old man said, oh, thank God he's down there. He's safe down there. At least he's not hanging down where the bars are and some drunk will come out and run him over with a car, you know. And now, if that kid got caught sitting there with 20, 30 black guys fishing on the bank, people would be shouting that down, saying, what's that white kid doing there? That white kid shouldn't be there with them. That's none of your damn business. There you go. You're sticking your nose in somebody else's business again. If that kid's happy and the folks that are fishing with them are happy, then why the hell are you bringing anything up? I mean,
everybody wants to be offended for the other person. They're not offended for themselves. Everybody wants to be offended for someone else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what needs to stop in our. I mean, you know what?
Right.
You don't need to defend anybody. Let someone defend themselves. Don't need to defend anybody. Let people defend themselves. You know.
In fact, you know, have enough confidence in them, and be lady. That's the thing is, with my channel, and these guys have heard it so often. You know, that's my only rule here, is respect each other. I mean, it's that simple. It's and what Phil's saying is, you know, you just don't have to defend everybody. That's not you. Have you done something that? And I was raised that way. The person that is so defensive is carrying some guilt of their own, that they have to be so defensive. I don't have to defend who I am to anybody. No, I don't have to defend myself to anyone, because I am who I am. And if you don't like who I am, then you don't need to interact with me. That'd be the respectful thing to do, instead of trying to intentionally have a negative reaction, you know. If people just showed respect, and I don't know how we will ever get there. I know people don't like hearing it, but unless we start raising our children a little different and setting firmer expectations on them as adults, I mean, that if you're not going to show that respect, then reap what you sow. Don't whine when you get arrested for something, when you disrespected the rights of other people. Don't whine about it. Don't whine about it. You can stand there and say, I don't like this happening to so and so. But boy, the minute you become physically involved in it, now you've stepped over the line. You went somewhere you don't belong. Yeah. Yeah. Found you and your
I think they think Mike's an alien.
I know.
an alien.
The question is Mike an illegal alien or not? Are you here legally, Mike, or illegally?
I'll plead the Fifth Amendment on it.
Plead the Fifth? That means he's not an alien.
Illegally.
I
want to see your neon green card.
Neon green card.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the normal green card. It'd be the alien neon green card.
Yeah. I'm a mutual opportunity hater. I just hate just cause. Yep.
There you go. There's his green card right there.
There's his green card. Yeah.
Here's my fucking green card.
That works too.
Fuck you, Phil.
Yeah, the way I see it.
What I meant by that, going somewhere you don't belong is the minute you take from peacefully stating your position on something, the minute you take it from that and you get physically involved in forcing others to do something against their will, or taking their property, destroying it, or totally disrupting their peaceful life, that's when you've gone where you don't belong. You don't belong. Nobody has the right to damage somebody else, period. I mean, to intentionally go and damage somebody, I don't care what it is, if people would think of that and say, hey, anything I do to somebody else, they have the same right to come and do that to me. That would stop a person from burning down the neighbor's house, because the neighbor's coming right over to burn yours down. And this I have the right to do what he did thing will take it right to the point where none of us have anything.
Well, can I give you an example? Those people
Sure.
that stood outside that guy's house and protested because he had that Trump train flag on the front of his house. And there were 60, 70 people out in front of his house, shining flashlights in there, telling his family they want to rape him, they want to kill him, they're going to burn down their house. Now, any one of those people out in that crowd, if that were to happen in front of their house by a bunch of militia-looking dudes with weapons on their chests and flak jackets and everything else, they'd be in their house fearing for life. They probably, if they had a weapon inside the house, they would probably grab a hold of it and be ready for someone to come in. And they might actually make a mistake and see someone outside see that weapon and brandish a weapon, because that I would guarantee that person feared for his life inside that house when there's 70 people camping outside of his house doing the things and saying the things that they were doing, and the things that had happened previously, not that night, but previous nights before, where people's places were set on fire. That poor guy in his house feared for his life, and he was the one that was taken away and arrested. And I guarantee it, any one of those people, take them out of that mob mentality, put them in their home alone or their home with their wife and kids. If that was happening outside their house, what are you going to do? I mean, I can't imagine if there was out in the street in front of my house, 70 or 80 people screaming at my house, screaming at my wife, like, we're going to come in there, we're going to rape you, we're going to kill you, we're going to burn down your house. What will you do? Are you supposed to sit there with the windows and call the police and just sit there and cower? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a conglomeration of people outside. It wasn't any one race or one religion. It was a conglomeration of people outside.
People. Yeah.
That was, making that.
Oh, what love you too, girly.
So
Thank you.
maybe we should stop talking about this.
It's it's a very emotional subject, and the one thing I do like when we do get on the topic and we get on it is it's a chance to just say, hey, you know, again, if everybody, we can have different ideas and we can have different opinions, but just keep in mind we all have hearts, we have terrible tragedies in our lives, we bleed, we cry, we are all the same in that way. We all grieve, we all feel pain, and we need Mike, you're a goofball. Mike, you're
Love
so
you.
yeah.
We gave up on Messenger.
Did you? Did
Yeah,
you?
we're playing Super Chats now.
That's
Didn't mean to interrupt you, though.
And that's it, is like you were saying, Phil, is what would you do if you had that outside your home? Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are or what side you think you're on or whatever, but what would you stop? I wish everybody would stop and think about that. What would I do if that happened to me? Some people are saying, I got to get out with this group that's doing that, and I gotta fight back. I gotta fight back so that'll never happen to me. Well, I hate to inform folks, your fighting back will cause others to come and fight back also, and it just goes on, and the hatred grows and grows, and more hurting happens. And you guys are crazy. Look at Neighbor Girl. We're all human. Absolutely. And I tell you what, I love it. Thank you so much, Neighbor Girl, and Ann and Mike. Yeah, you two keep loving each other all you want. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. If this gets really hot and heated, holy gosh. And that's it. That's it. I mean, yeah, I think we vented on that topic enough. I mean,
Yeah, right.
We all have, like I said, we all have feelings. We all care. It's as country folks are organized, you better believe it. No racism out here. See, and that's it. I know that's the way it is for my neck of the woods. I've had people claim that people have been racist towards them. We get a lot of that because of the two Native American tribes that are from where I'm located. I'm right smack in the middle. It's a 25-minute drive either direction, and there's two different Native American tribes, and there's a lot of argument over racism that's gone on for generations. But right now people are starting to realize that that's not moving anybody ahead, from either side. So they're starting to all of a sudden start agreeing. There you go. It's a threesome, folks. You got Mike, Bill, and Ann going at it here. It's a threesome.
Well, I said love you, Sty, so it will be foursome then.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that I counted.
I'm out.
You're out?
I'm out.
Okay, I fold.
I'm out.
I
fold.
Yep.
Oh, fuck it.
Good.
No, I'm like Mike. Stop my toes and everything.
Don't blame me for your problems.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot about Wisconsin in the news. We're weird. I was born and raised in Minnesota. Moved to Montana for a while, then came to Wisconsin, and the and I stayed in Wisconsin because, like B Lady is saying, they live on a farm in the country near other country folk, and we'll go down together. Trust me, and that's the way it is here. Is if the country goes all to shit, and this crap's going on everywhere in the country, what'll happen here is all the locals will say, "Hey, if anything's coming your way, give me a jingle. Let me know, and let's put a stop to it before it reaches us." That we don't want that shit out here. Everybody feels that way, and I like it because it's both liberal and conservative types that are saying, "Hey, no, we don't want any of that here. We don't." And our liberals here say, "Hey, I'll tell you flat out, I'm voting for Biden. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm voting for Biden. Well, God damn it, if they want to start rioting in our streets, give me a call. I'll help you. We'll put an end to that shit." Well, now that's the way it's supposed to be.
The pepper.
Oh shit!
Make Phil eat a pepper. Well, I'd love to, but I can't make Phil do nothing.
11 o'clock is late for
I
him.
I don't know. It's been a while since I ate anything of substance.
Yeah. He's totally unprepared for that. But
I
what
came
you
on
can
here
do-
prepared to eat something, but we've gone. I've been on here at least an hour and a half.
Yeah. Now, what you can do, Cindy, with that is you can put that on. Phil owes me a pepper on his stream list. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm seeing double vision.
What is that?
You were talking about that gummy thing you ate, Phil, and you were saying that things, were kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
He's off the road. Oh, he's
I'll
flying.
never forget.
Poor police car.
Oh no, running water will want to hitch a ride with me if things get rough.
That's a tough
No,
spot.
if things get rough, Sty's not worried about it. But when you're talking about that, Phil, I can remember one time. Oh, I drank way the heck too much, and that was a tequila night. And I got home and I walked in, and I had a single size bed, a regular twin bed, and I walked in my bedroom, and that twin bed sat in the middle of the bedroom, so you could walk on either side of it. I walked in there, and that was the one and only time I remember drinking taking me to the point at work I was literally seeing more than one of shit. And I'm looking, and I put my arms out, and I went to flop down in that bed. It moved. God, that floor hurt. God, no bed there at all. No bed there at all. Boom! And I roll over, and I'm looking at my bed about 3 feet away, and I'm going, I picked the wrong fucking bed. Yeah. And that feeling freaked me right out. I mean, I sat up, and I'm watching shit on the wall coming right in my face and going back to the wall, and I'm watching the bed sliding away and coming back, and I'm like, this ain't. The only way this is going to stop is if I can grab that bed, get in it, and lay down so shit can quit moving. Worst thing I ever did. Got on that bed, laid down. Oh, no. That whole room kept a moving and kept a moving. Took forever for it to quit. Yeah. It's that feeling of no control that you just like, whatever's going on, I can't change it. I can't will myself to feel right. That.
Well, when you drink and you're getting drunk, like I drink beer and then whatnot, and then guys would pass around, Crown Apple or whatever, and then you get to that point where you're like, you could always yak, and then you're not going to process any more alcohol. It's all gone out of your system, and then you begin to come down from where. That's one thing I couldn't do yet on Tuesday was come down. I had to continue to write it. I had no choice.
Yeah, you had to write it out. Yeah. See, and that was my problem with alcohol. I bet you in my whole lifetime I've only yacked up alcohol maybe 4 or 6 times. I always wrote it out. There were times I wish I could have yacked it out. Just it don't.
Yeah, that's
But
one
hey,
thing with
Texas
alcohol.
hotspot, good to see you.
That's one thing with alcohol. You know, I was fine as long as I was drinking beer. If I was somewhere, and that liquor got involved, I started doing some of that. It was. I'd be somewhere going, and doing it on purpose. I wouldn't do it naturally, but I'd be over there somewhere later getting it out of my system. So.
Yeah. Points. The fire.
Bedridden and joined in.
The
What? Oh.
Many times. Yeah, I tell you.
Ew.
I don't.
That was loud.
Oh.
I finished editing a video today that it's 51 minutes long. I decided there's just no way I couldn't cut anything out of it without losing content. It was an interview of Travis and Stephanie from Expedition Great Lakes and out at camp. It was an interview that went, I think it was an hour and 8 minutes, got it whittled down to 51 minutes without losing content. And they did the same video, but from their camera. So theirs is edited different and blah, blah, blah. They're going to post theirs on their channel. I'm going to post mine on mine. And that was a weird event for me. And I want to apologize to anybody that didn't make it to the premiere the other day that I did. When I did that premiere, I had a small lull in my migraines. And I said, boy, if I don't premiere this bugger right now, it could be days before I get that thing out. So I posted it, and it was only posted for an hour, and a lot of people didn't see the posting. We did have a good enough turnout for it. But yeah, next time I do a premiere, I'm going to get it up there for several hours before it actually starts. So
that's my biggest problem is I'll get something ready and I decide I want it to be a premiere, and then I'm anxious to get it out there. I'm anxious to let everybody see what I've done, but I don't give people enough time to prepare for it. So I get the biggest turnout, you know?
Yeah. And
like a little kid.
Yeah. And I was guilty of saying, I don't know how I'm going to feel 2-3 hours from now. And I was fairly certain somebody in our group was going to stream that evening. So I wanted it out before that stream would start, you know, and so that they didn't feel they had to go one place or the other, you know. Hey, yeah, Texas hotspot. I don't have you on Facebook, do I?
And since you like cleaning up outside so much, bring your ass to my house and get in that yard.
What?
I'll give you an ice cream.
Who's gonna get the ice cream? Who?
Good Texas hotspot.
I
get you that.
I told Sty since he likes cleaning up.
I just put something in the private chat.
Did you?
Yep.
You did. Oh, I did.
That's not for you. Why'd you look at?
Okay.
I got his address.
Just so you know.
Yeah. The that helps. Thank you. Yeah, I was telling the girl earlier today.
Can I be lady?
11:08 here. I better be going.
It's 5:10
Hey,
here.
thank you for being here. Thank you, B lady. Yeah, B lady, keep your eyes out for an email from me within the next few days. I got an email that I'm going to be sending to you that's got a link for you. So yeah, let me know when you get it, okay? But I was telling the gals that now this is the time of year where it gets kind of weird. I'm trying to make arrangements on how I'm going to get the adventure trailer buttoned up for the winter and stuff. But I got one more camp trip, and I'll be leaving on that camp trip. Oh Lord, it'll be a week from tomorrow. Over the weekend of the 3rd, but I'll be leaving on a Friday and coming back on a Sunday morning, so I won't miss any of my streams. So you folks know that I'm taking this little 2-nighter is basically what it is, Friday and Saturday night, and come home Sunday. And it's because Travis with the Destination Great Lakes, it's his birthday, and he wants to do a camp out for his birthday. And so him and part of his family and myself and maybe a couple others are going to meet up out at the campground, and yeah, it's pretty well locked in that I am the host of that other campground next summer. Chris, the forest ranger, told Travis, "You tell Sty he's invited to our Forest Service barbecue. They have a fall barbecue considered the end of the wrap up of the season." And he told them to tell me to be there, to meet all of the forest employees for our local forest, the Schwamigan National Forest, and so he can introduce everybody to the new campground host for East Twin Lake. So Travis says if he's doing that, he's dependent on you being there next year. I said, well, it's weird because I'm a little nervous, but then I'm a lot excited about doing it. So, because I know I can still stay in constant touch with you guys and still be able to do that at the same time. So now I don't have to give one up for the other every time I do something. So that'll be fun. I used to go birthday camping when I was young. Been nearly 20 years since I've gone as a civilian. Iraq doesn't count, in my opinion. I wouldn't think so either.
No, not at all.
I love to virtual take a step into the wild with Sty. I'm hoping that in fact, my next actual premiere, guys, is going to be a long one. That's going to be at least an hour long. So
that's what I was going to say. If you got that video, you should make that a premiere. So it's kind of like a live for you.
Yeah, because it's a long hike. I've got 2 of them. I've got 2 like that. I've got the one where I fall on my face, that one to do, and then I've got another one where I hiked an actual interpretive trail. Now that one I can speed up portions and shorten it down, probably get it down to about 45 minutes. And there's stops at all these interpretive points on that trail. But that's what I figured is those 2 will be done like live streams. I'll pop them up and we'll be over in the chat. And keep it going that way, It's just that this trip out there, I didn't do like daily videos, They were all specific topic based. I've got one I'm working on right now. It'll probably go up. I'm thinking it'll probably go up tomorrow. That is it's either going to be the Blackbeard fire starter review, or it's going to be the little camp stove review of Running Waters that he gave to me. So the Blackbeard fire starting one, I had 2 cameras going. and one messed up, the other one caught it, the other one messed up, and the other one caught it. So there's a lot of, for editing, it's like which camera's got that on it. So it's only about 9 little videos that put that review together. So yeah. But one of those will probably be going up tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, heck, guys. You want to keep hanging out, or do you want to wrap it up?
I was thinking I wanted to get to bed. Me personally.
You personally?
Me personally.
Sounds
Oh,
like
dear.
a personal problem.
Yeah,
How
despite
about
the fact that tomorrow is my day off and I was planning on staying up, now I know I could have someone over my house as early as 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Furnace guys, you know? So,
Wonderful.
which means I got to get up before that. So,
How about you two? You want to hang around a little longer, or?
So, to Mike.
I got nothing to do.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm good. You know, we can hang around for a little longer. So,
It's either this or Pornhub, and you know, Pornhub.
oh yeah, let's keep you here for a little longer.
I do have.
Yeah.
I need to get a new roll. I'm about out.
Oh yeah, you do. I
Oh,
should send.
jeez.
Yeah, you're sending me those pans. I should send you a great big 24 pack of them, eh? So hey, let's stick around. I got to run for a minute. I got to top off my coffee cup quick. I'm dry, and I'm going to have to take my pills here in another 15 minutes. So I'll have to grab some coffee.
I'll hang around a little bit. You guys are hanging out. I'll hang out. I'm not going anywhere.
Run your members thing or something.
Okay, you guys chat, and I'll be right back.
Come
All
on,
right.
talk to these people. I'm talking to them. Shit.
Quit
Shorter
trashing
than I
my-
thought.
Yeah. Oh,
Da, 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 You didn't know I had that talent, did you?
Yeah. Mike's got issues.
Hey, you want to blow into my thing?
You know it.
I'll put it back on here now. Can't believe that came off there like that.
Start throwing stuff at Mike.
Yeah, hey, blame Sty, don't blame me. You have.
Oh, I bet your stomach is killing you there, Texas
Yeah.
hot spot.
Hands in charge? Shit.
You got to prep when you do that chug 2 sauce. Man, you got to prep big time for that. You got to put plenty of stuff in your stomach that could absorb that sauce.
That's what she said.
Yep. I do not envy you, Texas hotspot. I hate that feeling. Earl just ran off.
I haven't
Poor
seen
Earl.
him. He was in here a little while ago. I can see there's nothing. He gone.
Oh, Zach's back with Doritos. I got you. Or that's Zach, but Alex. Is that Alex? Old
Half
Country?
a
Yeah.
bottle of Pepto and 6 dinner rolls and Tums.
Wow. I see dinner rolls aren't quite the same as sliced bread, at least in my opinion. Just saying. Went straight through like nothing. Yeah, I mean that's why hard. Texas hotspot. I will tell you, if you're going to do something, especially that a hot sauce, I would try to have some mashed potatoes in there to go along with a peanut butter and jelly. Because again, I think the peanut butter acts as like a sticking thing with the bread in order to help to kind of be a blocker for that stuff and give it time to be absorbed into that bread. But yeah, there's that chug that sucks. You're almost guaranteed some cramps with that. So everything's spicy, sweet flavor. This is something it's funny. I went and bought this at the store the other day. I was thinking, I ought to start reviewing more mainstream stuff that people might actually be looking up, instead of sauces from, obscure companies no one's ever heard of. And I bought this just the other day because it looks pretty new. And you know who reviewed this 2 days ago? Johnny Scoville.
Really?
Here I went and bought it, and I thought I was doing something unique.
Something
And
different.
yeah, he did a review on it. So I'm going to do a review on it. But
Yeah.
I got some other stuff. Jim Bob wants to do a video. He's actually asked me to do a video.
You know
So
what the
Jim Bob's
slogan for, you know what the slogan for Frank's is, right?
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah, that's the actual slogan.
Yeah, I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything. You make your girlfriend mad with that shit.
Yeah, Texas Hot Spot. I chugged a couple of bottles of hot sauce before I got my first good cramp. I got my first good cramp from a generic bottle of hot sauce. I chugged a big thing, 26-ounce thing of sriracha.
Ugh.
Then a week later, I did a bottle of hot sauce. And then a week later, I did a bottle of hot sauce that was similar to the first one. And I spent 2 hours on the floor down here.
Hey, Native
So-
Grammy.
Native Grammy, what's up?
Big hug, girl.
Hey, Native Granny.
All well out there where you're at.
Where the hell?
You know what this actually looks like? A Stroh's beer bottle almost.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Yeah. At first, I was wondering if you were holding up, a microbrewery beer or something.
Where's that get her done, Granny? I ain't seen her in a few days.
Yeah, really.
I have.
Well,
yet.
I hope
Car
she's
fee,
not stuck under her van.
Oh shit! I usually get a message at least once a day from her. I haven't got nothing for a couple days.
You mean a nudie? Yeah.
Tell her show me your titties. I don't know why, but whatever.
Didn't get the daily nudie today.
Yeah. And that's what makes her happy. God bless her.
Maybe she's lurking. She's lurking.
Well, let's see. I mean, the last time I heard from her was
Well, yesterday we got message that van she was going to look at wasn't.
Monday. So that's I got a message from
Yeah,
her.
I don't think she's still got approved on that.
No.
Yeah, I know.
But,
She's running into some unique roadblocks.
right. Well, I mean, the bank. I don't care what your credit is. The bank's only to give you so much money. The vehicle is a used car, not a new car, but a used car is considered collateral. And if that's a unique vehicle, but yet the bank said that car is only worth $10,000, and that's the loan value is $10,000, they might give you a little over $10,000 if you got good credit, but they ain't going to give you 17 or 18,000. I think she said the thing was like 17.9 or something.
Yeah.
Like they ain't going to give you double the vehicle's value no matter what your credit is.
And the bank but certain banks can be quite strange. And the wife wanted I don't even remember what kind of vehicle it was. And we went and looked at up Duluth at its dealership. It was one of the foreign vehicles, and she insisted the one that she wanted. Yeah, I want this one. Told the guy, he said, let's write it up. We'll buy her that car. And I was pissed because my bank never called me, never had this discussion or anything. He gets everything written up, and it's early in the day. And I said, well, I'm certain that the bank will approve the loan on this one. I said, here's my bank contact, blah, blah, blah. And he said, okay, our finance guy he's on it. He's talking to your bank right now. Comes out and he says, no, bank says no. And I go, what the hell? And I was giving him, I don't know, cash wise, I was giving him like $5,000 down, And I said, there's no reason for the bank to deny it with $5,000 down. I said, well, let's fuck up the bank's day. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll put $10,000 down on it. Well, the vehicle was $24,000, right? And the salesman, he's like, $10,000? You're gonna put $10,000 cash down? I said, yeah. He says, I'll be back. He runs back to his finance guy, and I could see him sitting in the office. They're talking to each other, and the finance guy's on the phone. He comes out and he goes, bank said no. I said, I'm putting damn near 50% down on this freaking vehicle, and my bank is saying no? He goes, yeah, they're saying no. And I said, well, your dealership offers finance. Run it through your finance then with 10 grand down. See what happens. He says, okay, we'll do that. He runs back. I figured, well, yeah, if they really want the sale, they might want to push it, no matter what my bank thinks, especially when they're getting nearly 50% up front. He comes back and he goes, I can't believe it. They said no. And I said, now you can take your ass back in there and tell your finance guy, you give me the number for the down payment on it. I just don't really want to write a damn check for the whole thing today. I said, but I will, God damn it, if I have to. Okay. And he goes back. And while he's back, I'm calling my bank. I call my bank and I go, what the fuck is going on? Why, I'm willing to put 10 grand down on that vehicle and you're not going to finance me, you assholes? What's going on here? And they said, we had to run credit check on you to process the loan. And they said, there's a red flag on your credit. I go, for what? And they go, well, there's an outstanding IRS lawsuit. And I go, that's not even settled. That's not even, I'm fighting an IRS debt. I said, that debt, how the fuck can you count that when the son of a bitch is being litigated? Well, we still see it as a debt. I said, I'm going to win that goddamn case. I said, and then I'm moving all my money to a different bank, you sons of bitches. And they said, we have no choice because it popped up on the credit report. Well, here comes the dealership. And the guy says, well, our finance guy worked it out. And I said, so how much down do you have to have for you guys to finance it? Well, here's what we can do. For 50% down, you can buy this car over here. I go, no. You're not selling me something I didn't ask for, you asshole. Well, he says, in order to buy the vehicle that you want, he said, they want $20,000 down on it. And they'll finance the remaining 20 or remaining 4,000 of the 24,000. I said, I'm going to give you $20,000 of my goddamn money for you to finance me for $4,000. They said, that's the only way you can get the vehicle. I said, or I could write a check for the whole damn thing. But I said, I'll tell you what, I'll write you a check for $18,500. And then you give me the keys and I'll go home. The guy he rolls his eyes. He goes, oh, Jesus, yeah, I got to go talk to the manager. And off he goes again. That poor salesman, I really made him work. He comes back and he said, well, no. Manager said we'll go down to 25. Well, so we'll knock $3,500 off of it, and that's it. That's as far as we can go. I said, well, you know where you can go. See ya. Thank you very much. Only took 4.5 fucking hours to get there, but financing can get pretty damn weird sometimes. And sure as shit, I won that stinking case and refiled with the IRS, and them sons of bitches ended up having to give me $9,600 in returns. It worked just the opposite. They're saying I owed them $8,000. It ended up being they owed me $9,800, and so I got $9,800. And the results of that was within 3 weeks of me trying to buy that car. Oh, I was so pissed. I was so pissed at the banks. I was so pissed that the dealership, I couldn't blame them because their bank was making their choice for them, I'm sure they were trying to schmooze their bank. Their bank saying, no, ain't happening. I don't worry about that shit anymore. I don't finance nothing. But I am happy that I cut that deal with the clinic. they had me feeling so good that this morning when I called them up, set up the payment arrangements and shit, I told them, I said, I'll pay you $50 right now today, and I'll pay you another $50 on the 5th. Oh my God, yeah, sure, yeah. And I said, but after that, I'm only paying you $50 on the 5th of every month. I said, no, that's fine, we're happy. I said, okay, that's the way I want to hear it. Yeah. Now I get to go see the doctor virtually again. Then I get to go get my blood work done. That's freaky. I drove by there the other day to see how that's working. You pull up in their clinic parking lot, and they want you to hold up to your windshield. You print off your appointment sheet, and you hold that up to the windshield, and they look at it, or to the driver's window. They don't want you opening the window. And then they tell you where to park, and you park there, and another person comes out to you, and they got a mask and a shield on, and they ask you to open your window just a slight amount, and they slide a fresh new mask into you and ask you to put the mask on, and then you can follow them to the clinic. And then you walk into the clinic, you go in the door. You're not allowed to leave your vehicle except to go straight into their clinic door, and when you're done, you come right out and you go right out and then back in your vehicle. And I thought, holy God, does that feel Gestapo-ish? I mean, it's like, are they going to have guys with machine guns waiting on me there? Don't you fucking move. We're going to take your blood.
Good night, Texas Hotspot. I sent you an email, Sty.
Did you? I haven't.
It's rated quadruple X. Be careful.
Quadruple. See, he just wants to.
It's got something with a horse in it, and I don't know, some weird stuff. Ann sent me.
What?
I just want to see if you're awake.
There you go. There you go.
Are you sending him that horse video too, Ann?
Yeah,
I told you need to quit.
Well, and the way you put it, it goes to show you're thinking. Thank you.
I'm thinking.
She asked me if I wanted any more horse videos. I told her nay.
I just really need another good grease rag, you know.
There you go. The what color is C4?
It looks like a dark blue or black.
Yeah.
Either dark blue or black. I don't know.
Yeah. Bill wanted to make sure I wasn't colorblind, so he picked his, and he said the black one, in case is colorblind. That's got him the wrong one.
You know what's funny? I play that farming simulator game, and the guy I play with is colorblind, and he said something about a yellow tractor. I'm like, I don't have a yellow tractor. He said, I'm standing next. I go over there. It's fucking green. So in the settings, I said, keep looking at that tractor. So in the settings, there's actually a colorblind mode. I turned it on. I said, what color is that tractor? Oh, no, it's green. I said, yeah. So I put the colorblind thing on it. What the fuck are you doing? Bitch.
That's weird. That's, a friend of mine's colorblind, and he's got these fucking glasses that actually change the colors that he's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, he can identify them probably about 60 to 80% better than he used to wearing those glasses. Yeah. And I said, that is amazing. He goes, yeah, the fuckers cost me $800. I said, oh shit, I'd rather be colorblind.
Yeah.
Well, and part of the thought process too, because I've seen those glasses. Remember, they had them at my optometrist, and they put these glasses on. He's like, "How's that look?" I'm like, "Wow, that's a big difference." But again, am I seeing? Okay, so all right, so now my greens and browns, my reds and greens and whatnot, my yellows and greens. Now they definitely look different.
Right.
Okay, but am I seeing what you're seeing?
Right.
Or do I have to retrain my brain as to what green, yellow, and red is? Or am I actually seeing? My guess is because most of those glasses are tinted yellow. my thought process is it's now dividing, making a decisive difference in the colors, but I'm still not seeing what you guys are, because there's what are those cones and rods that you got in your eyes in the back? They talk about that's what picks stuff up. So you're not changing that stuff to where it's receiving it. You're showing it in a different light, or light's hitting things differently, so that you see a difference. Doesn't it? You have to retrain your brain as to what's what.
I see. I had a friend that was progressively going blind, and it was getting to the point where there were just certain things he could not make out, and they were telling him that he says he kept identifying things wrongly, saying, well, that's a such and such. They go, no, it's not. And then we'll show you this. And he'd go, well, that's a, and they go, no, sorry, that's not. And he could see the shades, but he was having a hard time identifying things. But to him, he'd look at it and he'd go, oh, that's easy. That's a such and such. And they go, yeah, you're wrong. And he's like, you know what? He says, how do you know that what I'm seeing isn't right and what you're seeing is not fucking wrong? And I thought, good point. Good point. Because there's actually, the way they rate like color blindness in that, I just like I've always wondered that too, is okay, I know a guy, he's full spectrum colorblind. Everything he sees is nothing but shades of black and gray. That's all he sees is black and gray, shades of black and gray. So it's what degree of gray is a certain color, and what degree of black is a certain color. And so he was talking just about the identical conversation that Bill was saying there. Is what they did is they managed to tweak what his rods and cones are getting to the point where he could define those different shades of gray closer to what that actual color would be. But he had to retrain himself because he wasn't seeing any colors actually. It was that shade of gray represents that color. And he'd get pretty close. He was getting pretty good and pretty close at it. Cat scratch fever. You can buy those back scratchers at your local Dollar Tree for $1.
That's right.
I think I probably got 5 or 6 of those, and I can't find a single one of them.
Well, it's one of those things, the back scratcher, it's one of those things you see all the time in the house until you need it. Then you can't find the sons of bitches. Oh, I know I've got a back scratcher somewhere. I got 2 or 3 of them. I'll be damned if I can find one right now that I got an itch in my back.
I'll never forget, this was just a little over a month ago. I decided I'm going to empty my pockets, and I'm going to empty every little junk corner I've got, every little junk drawer I've got, empty all that shit. I'm going to sort that shit out. I don't know why in the hell I got 15 pairs of fingernail clippers.
Because you have
when I need one, I don't have it, and I'm out in the truck or something, and I just go swing into the Walgreens, grab a fingernail clipper.
Yep.
And I just keep replacing them instead of just look a little and you'll find one. They're all over this frickin' place. That's like trying to find a comb. 2 days ago, I'm looking for a frickin' comb other than my big beard comb, right? I wanted a fine tooth comb. Nowhere. Can't find them. Any fucking place. So this morning, I'm going through a drawer that I have. I keep all my medical records in. And I see some plastic kind of sticking up on the side of that drawer on the inside, and I pull it out. It's a whole fucking pack of them. There's 12 black regular hair combs. There's a dozen of them right in that damn drawer. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I did that. All the unnecessary shit I buy. At least it's cheap shit. It's
Right?
that's like my
Listen,
kid
Mike.
asked me, why the hell did you buy a Sawzall, you dumb old fart, you moron? You got a brand new Sawzall in your big toolbox. I got this great big, it's 4 feet long and 2 feet across and 2 feet deep. And he says, you got a brand new one in there. He says, it looks like you maybe used it once. And I go, well, yeah, but it's big. And he said, what do you mean it's big? I said, it's bigger than the one I bought now. And I said, watch. I went out to the truck, got the new one I bought, took it in there, and took the one I had out of its case, and I set them next to each other. And the new one's about 1.5 inches shorter. And I go, see, that one's too big. And he goes, too big to do what? I said, well, I bought this smaller one to cut the ceiling out of my trailer. I said, I didn't want to have to handle that big, heavy son of a bitch, so I bought a smaller one. He goes, I don't think it weighs much, but 1 ounce or 2 less. It's only 1 inch shorter. I said, oh, yeah, but it's so much easier to use. And then after he walked away, I'm going, you dumb fucking old moron. Just repeating what he said. What the hell did you go buy that son of a bitch for? But I got 2 good Sawzalls, yeah. Actually, the smaller one's got a smaller motor rating, so it won't be such of a burden on the generator out at camp, I'm going to start making beaver cookies out at camp this summer. As I take maples and I cut them into discs. I take a maple about big around, a little bigger than a silver dollar, and I cut a bunch of discs and then I just wood burn on them,
Listen, Sty, I'm going to head out.
You betcha. You betcha.
See you guys. Have a good night, man.
You too have a good day tomorrow, even though you should have the day off.
Yeah.
Good night, dumbass.
See you, dumbass.
Good night, dumbass. Oh, wow. Boy, what a diet, eh? Skinny that's right up. That's
Yeah, don't like that.
the where the hell? Oh, there we go. That's one thing I hate. I gotta figure out how to change the color of my cursor for my mouse, because the son of a bitch blends right into the background on my screen, and it's like, where the fuck is my pointer? I can't find it. The rest of the weekend, shit, I got so much I gotta get done. We were talking about housekeepers today and talking to Samantha. I think Mike would even agree. I had this gal that lived in my building. She's in her early mid 60s or so. I found out that she'll housekeep for you in your apartment, and she'll come in once a week or twice a week, whatever you want, for 2 hours, and she does basic housekeeping for $40. I said, whoa, shit. I got a hold, because the neighbor guy, he invited me in right after she had done his apartment. I looked around. I said, Jesus Christ, it looks like you just moved in. The place is spotless. He goes, you would not believe what that woman can do in 2 hours. He said, she's just crazy about getting it clean and getting it all straightened out, and off she goes. But she always gives you that full 2 hours, every minute of it. I said, well, that's cool. I'll give her a try. So I got a hold of her, and she came and did my apartment once, made an appointment. She came and did my apartment once. Now, this is several months ago. She came in, and in that 2 hours, I couldn't believe what she got done in that apartment. I mean, it was so much more than I even imagined. And it was funny because she says, I'm going to tackle, she did my bathroom. And she says, I like this. She says, your bathroom is basically spotless to start with. I'll be in there for 15 minutes maybe. And that was about right. 15 minutes. She was all done in there, and I looked in there, and I just like, yeah, it's spotless. There ain't a fingerprint in there. She heads to the kitchen, and I said, kitchen's pretty well done too, but whatever you want to do there. She goes, well, I'll get the dishes out of the way and this and that. I thought, wow, cool. She's doing my damn dishes. And it didn't take her 20 minutes. She's done in the kitchen. Everything is wiped down, washed down, and scrubbed. The stove, the fridge, everything. Excellent job. And she goes, where do you want these 2 items I found on the kitchen counter? I said, in the pantry. She opens my pantry and she goes, oh, I know what I'm going to be doing for the last hour and a half. I shouldn't have let her in the pantry. Holy shit. Yeah. All the outdated shit and everything she says, I'm going to set all this outdated stuff on this table, and I want you to tell me whether it's keep or toss. So there I'm standing with a garbage bag, throwing shit in it and pushing the keep stuff towards her. My fucking pantry, I mean, it looks like it's professionally done. It's just everything's organized, and I'm like, wow, I'll fuck that up within a week. So what does she do? She called me a couple days afterwards, and she said that her family and her damn doctor have pressed her to the point where she's got to reduce her number of clients by half. She said, so I won't be able to come back and do it anymore. And I see her every once in a while, and I just beg her, get rid of somebody else and take me back on. Come on. That one time told me, yeah, I'm willing to pay you to come in here, even if it's every 2 weeks, just come in for 2 hours. I mean, because I'm lazy. I've gotten lazy. Yeah.
Wonder why.
No, ain't happening. It ain't happening. She ain't able. I don't get it. I don't get the help. Nope. You're on your own, you old fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can do it.
You
You
ready,
gonna
Ann?
rock it? You two gonna Rocket League it?
You ready, Ann?
Of course.
Shit, she's half asleep. Yeah, I'll play.
Yeah,
she
well,
will too.
That's what
One
you
of the
get.
games I played with her, she's like, oh, yeah, I think I can play for an hour maybe. Oh, fuck, we played for like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And even after that, she's like, one more, Sty, let's one. I'm going, no, I'm done. I'm fuck you. God damn it.
Well, I got
You
the
gotta be so-
DNA running there now. It's like spinning around there.
Yeah. Hey, we can do that. I'll let you guys go and you can play Rocket League.
I'm not playing
I-
Rocket League today.
Oh, he's
You
not
don't
playing.
want to play Rocket League?
It had to be a weekend thing.
Yeah.
Some people have to go to work.
Well, and especially guys like you that make your own work,
Yeah.
That- yeah. How do you not make yourself busy when you're so damn busy? Yeah.
You know.
That's one thing about being your own boss and self-employed. You're constantly telling yourself, get your ass up, get to work. You're expected to be here.
Right. And the problem is, it's gonna be cold here sooner than I think. So I'm trying to get whatever I can outside done.
Oh, fuck it.
That's it. This season's gonna turn on you soon, and
Yeah.
It's really cold outside now. I don't know.
It ain't cold. I mean, it's been nice. We got, I think Saturday, so we might get a little bit of rain, but the weather itself hasn't been bad at all. 70.
all day today, it looked like it was gonna frickin' pour out there,
Yeah.
and it only got up to about 70, 72, and they were saying 80% chance of rain today, and it looked like it, but it never did. Now I'm going to have to look, but I bet you we got storms coming again tonight, because last night it stormed all damn night.
Yeah, 65 here now. So that's not bad. but it's supposed to be like 80 tomorrow.
Oh no, the temp it did get up to 76 today. The it's only 54, and they're saying no rain. That's cool. That's cool.
It's
So it'll be a
42
quiet
here
night.
now.
Shit, I'll go to bed with my windows open. Oh,
Mm.
there's weather coming from Minnesota eventually, though. Asses. Stupid fucking Minnesotans.
Good thing Ann lives far away if you're gonna sleep with your windows open. She'll creep in there. She'll creep in there.
Yeah, damn pig farmers.
Better be the pig fucker, I guess.
That was my ex-wife. We leased this beautiful farm, 80-acre farm. Had this beautiful it was 2.5 story, because the very top attic area was actually finished also, but 2.5 story Victorian home out on the middle of this big 80-acre farm, beautiful. And the landlord met us out there to show us the house, and it was weird because he had set a time and date, and we said okay, and he said call me about 2 hours before the showing, and I'll just to make sure I'll be there. So I did, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was going to call you. Today won't work. Tomorrow, same time tomorrow." Well, the next day, I didn't even think of it. The day that he canceled, the wind was blowing really strong out of the west, and the next day it was nice and cool, and the wind was blowing out of the north. Well, that house sat northeast of his farm. We got there, looked at that place, beautiful. God, the outbuildings had an 8-car garage. It was so fucking awesome, this place. I fell in love with it. And I was lucky. So did the ex-wife. She goes, "It's beautiful. All the hardwood interior of the house, everything. It's beautiful." I told him we'll take it. Give him the down payment. We did the paperwork. And he says, "She's yours. Here's the keys. You can move in whenever you want." So we got everything in the U-Hauls and hauled it out to that farm and started moving in. And the wind shifted, came out of the due west. And the farm sat due east of that farm, of his farm. That's when I found out. I always ask the landlord, "What do you do for a living?" Biggest fucking pig farm in that part of Minnesota. Oh my God. Oh my God. We smelled pig shit for the first 14 days in that house. And the ex-wife was so fuming fucking mad. And I told her, I said, a beautiful place like this and the rent was so cheap, we should have known. It's too good to be true. Uh-huh. It was because you're going to pay more than money to live here. And it took us about 6 months to finally have our noses adapt, where we were able to live with pretty much all the pig shit smell, except when they pumped the tanks and sprayed it on their fields. That was, God damn it. Yeah. Yep. Don't have your windows open. The worst part was if you did have your windows open, make goddamn sure all your clothes are closed up tight in dressers, because if they're hanging in the closet, you're going to work smelling like pig shit tomorrow. Not one of my favorite times. That dog, see how she's playing with the dog? And then she's showing me her slip-on shoes. There. At first I thought that was the bottom, and then she turned it on its side. That dog chewed off the whole top end of that shoe. And then she shows herself encouraging the dog with her foot.
Right.
She goes, "Oh, chew on me, and wonders why the dog's eating her shoes. Now that dog was swallowing rocks. That,
Yep. Still
she's
doing
going to
so
get
much.
kicked in the ass by your shoe, but backwards. It's not going to be a regular kick. It's going to kick on the way out instead of on the way in. Oh, that dog is funny. I mean, that dog is funny. And
Yeah.
and for only being 6 months old, yeah, wait until she's 10 months old.
No, I know.
Yep. She'll be another huge dog sitting in your lap.
It's not so huge. It's just a
Not
little
so
stuffy.
huge. She's just a little plump. She's not huge.
It's not big when it's like not over your knee, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah. From your knee down, that's a medium-sized dog.
Like the Rottweilers and the head of those, you know, is like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Big old head on him.
And the one I had when he was standing on 2 feet, you know, he was like over me, so he put his paw on my shoulder and was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he got so big heart, you know, it's amazing.
That was the one husky I had. I have to say I didn't own that dog. A friend of mine owned it and gave me the dog for 6 months. And me and the dog got really attached. It was tough. I was going to tell the guy, sue me. I'm not giving your dog back. But he was called Buck, and he was a Mackenzie River Husky. And oh God, he was big. He was big. He weighed 162 pounds. And when he stood up like that, and I was 6'1" back then, but he'd put his paws on my shoulders and he'd look down in my face, and his fucking head was so big around with that fur on him, that he had the big husky mane. And yeah, he was such a brute. God, he was a big dog. Friendly as hell, though. But boy, could that sucker pull a sled. Oh, man. Pure power, that dog. I miss him. He was a good one. Well, guys, we're at that 4-hour mark. We're gonna wrap it up. It's going on 11 o'clock here, midnight for Mike, and it's going on 6 in the morning for Ann.
Yep.
What a bunch of crazy fools, eh?
Yeah. The biggest one is sitting right there.
Hey, her.
Yeah, I said it before you said it, Mike.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I just have to ask you something after the stream start.
Oh, you do you?
Whew,
Yeah.
you to me.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can ask you too. If you. Yeah, I just want to know something.
So we'll do that. You two stay put, and we're gonna wrap this up. I'll see all of you folks Sunday. See you Sunday night.
Have a good night, everybody in the chat.
Everybody have a wonderful night, and thanks for being here.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.